I had Christian Lenz, the chief gaming officer. That's an awesome sounding job title. Over at the Big Clan, shoot me a message on Twitter afterwards and remind me that peanut butter and avocado smoothie exists. I don't know how I forgot it in all the chaos of the moment, but the peanut butter and avocado combination is excellent in a smoothie.
All right, we're building a repertoire of peanut butter-based foods here. I appreciate it. I think it's great. But now we are into the game. Astralis going to be on the T side. They're rushing the B bomb side and overpass already. And on the defense, Robs, he is so blind. He can't see anything. Config, also, I think, partially flashed, but still able to get the kill nonetheless. They're running down Brokey, who has to reload. Oh, the Molotov forcing him out. They had to get him eventually, and it took a lot of utility, but they got the job done nonetheless. 2 versus 4. Wait a minute. Twist quick with the headshot. He has to get Blameth pretty fast here. No bomb plant because that's in the tunnel. Ooh. So this is a little bit awkward. Yeah, Rain wants to join in on the action and Twist will shoot him in the legs. It's not to Twist. He spins around. Oh, he almost has it. Still 72 health in Farlig. He's in a lot of trouble. How do you peek this with the Glock at range? Twist has got every opportunity to do this. 1 versus 1 after what looked like a surefire round here for Astralis. They had the bomb site. They had a perfect 2-on-4 setup. They were just lacking the bomb inside of that tunnel, and that makes all the difference. Twist, he's ready for it. Oh, but Farlig, one shot with the Glock. He was just low enough for that to happen, and Astralis won the pistol. Man, that's a scary start.
Yeah, what a great flank from Twist. Almost brought it right back. Also, I mean, you have to say, that's a beautiful play from Farlig in the 1v1 to just pause and wait and allow Twist to second guess his decision and second guess where Farlig might have gone and second guess what he thinks is happening on the map and able to find a cool timing for the instant headshot with the Glock. However, this is kind of the danger we talked about with FaZe. I mean, so many players who can just turn around on its head, and Twist did that here. Rain helped with him in short tunnel, and man, Astralis almost lose a huge advantage.
Yeah, not far off. That is just a bit too scary. But maybe nice to get that wake-up call early, just to remind everyone, hey, if we let someone like Twist roll into a round, I mean, he can take everyone you throw at him, so I'm going to be a little bit worried about that. FAMAS in the second round, what do you feel about that?
I'm fine with it. Put it in someone like that, in like Twist in his hands. That can do some real work. Rain just might need to slow him down. There's a nice kill. Funnels them forward. Good clear from Farlig. A pair of nice rounds to start overpass from him so far. And that FAMAS might not get a chance to get involved in the action. They might just save everything they have and then choose to fight another day.
Yeah, not worth it, is it? Even with the 1 kill there. A couple of Mac 10s on the Astralis side. Could go hunting if they want to. Might be worth it. But, they're going to cruise through this round. Some interesting. I mean, that's an interesting. I feel like the meta for how you buy or has been locked in for a little bit here. Sometimes, you know, on the T side, it'll depend on the bomb plant or not, how much you want to invest. But it'd be fun to see if people try to mix in a couple of different things, right? The odd FAMAS somewhere. My vote goes for shotguns. I feel like they're super underrepresented. You know, buy the odd shotgun every once in a while.
Okay.
Put it.
Yeah, it's. I think the biggest fight with it, because everyone now at this point knows that like so many different guns are viable, which means you can have so many different combinations in buys to be dangerous. I think the hardest part isn't dealing with like kind of the changes in weaponry and changes in prices. It's like changes in like Counter-Strike culture. You know, like the theory of like, okay, you lost pistol, now you have to save is so ingrained in most Counter-Strike, and obviously that's been busted up over the past previous years, but. Yeah, there's just a lot of weapons you can make work now.
Yeah, maybe also people are just way more careful when they're playing around.
Okay, yeah, careful as well.
That's what I was going for, you know. Oh, speaking of careful, trying to get that boost up, already being spotted for. And they're taking the bomb out long, which I feel like that's a nice way to try to avoid. It's rare that a CT side will stack long in a round like this. I feel like usually going to be, yeah, a little bit heavy on the B side. So we'll see. Rain on that Deagle out there. Just how much he could do. Glaive trying to be careful, but doesn't check the whole way. So they've left him alone. Is he going to be able to intercept this? They're walking past. Oh, he needed a straight clean headshot. He's going to get one anyway, but man, with an instant one shot there, it could have been something special, maybe.
Yeah, he might have been able to double up, but that's 2 rounds, and now Rain's been the sole defender at the A bomb site, and Astralis is once again just going to pick this up to the A bomb site. Oh, that's a crazy win from Brokey. Nicely done on the config, but still control of the bomb site is Astralis. However, that kill is going to make FaZe really curious about actually pulling the trigger on the retake. Look at the flank coming in as well from Kerrigan.
Yeah, if nothing else, if they could just make it really expensive, especially if they could get the AKs away, that would be a huge play. blameF is down to 11 already, so he's going to have a little bit of an issue. Glaive with a good cleanup. Double kill on the MAC-10. That'll slow everything right down. 25 seconds. There's still no bomb plant. Brokey, he's in a good position. Going to get taken out by FaZe, but man, what a scary round. Look at the health. 37 and 11 left on the Astralis side. They're going to get the bomb plant, and Kerrigan is not that much healthier either, so he might be in trouble nonetheless. Going to be swinging into it, and blameF at an off angle will take him down, but that is a really, really close round.
Yeah, that really, really dicey. I was surprised to see Farlig push up towards Headshot to actually take that fight against Brokey. That made me really nervous. Farlig with 3 very, very good performances to start out this map. The clutch and the pistol. An entrance in the previous round, clearing a corner, and this one as well. That kill on a Brokey might have saved the day. That one right there. 3-0 for Astralis, and guns are going to come out from FaZe. AWP in the hands of Brokey, all M4s. We got 3 players with the M4 A4s on the FaZe side of things. Yeah. Make it a comeback.
It's been out of fashion for a while, but gonna see a grenade stack coming up. 3 of them looking pretty good. All right, nice lineup. Oh, actually, that going way too far. That wouldn't even have worked for the boost all the way at the back. Gonna have to go back and work on that, surely. Well, Carrigan's out there wondering exactly what the plan was. Gonna be nothing but AKs on the T side. That's a lot of time and utility to set that up. And you obviously, you can't, once you throw 3 HEs like that, they're gonna obviously know.
Yeah,
you have to spend a little bit of time.
I'm surprised Kerrigan hasn't tried to make a play to actually go down the ramp and control this. He's got Rops in support, but Kerrigan needs to win that first fight. 3 players outside of the B bomb site, including the bomb itself. A 4th one going to join through the door. That's Xyp9x. And you've got Farlig up towards bathroom, started to clear things out and just having presence there for the moment.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be a B hit eventually. But there's going to be advanced warning. And already, I think Brokey started to get back here with the AWP. There is a smoke for the high ground, so they can maybe help out with that config. What a critical opening. And there's Sip to follow it up. Kerrigan falls. It's all on Rops right here. I'm not sure Brokey's going to get there in time. Rain also goes down, and yeah, they're in so much trouble. Brokey here, 20 seconds, 1 versus 4, and he commits all the way. Well, can't really question his heart in this round, but maybe that was a little bit of an overextension. blameF will take him down. And Astralis, what an important round to win. And it felt like a lot of this, you could almost see it coming, maybe even from the FaZe side of things, but they had everyone there, or a lot of people there, and they still could not win that fight.
That was just a factor of losing duels. This one, that Twist goes out on Xyp9x with a hard clear against Kerrigan. Then Rops has nowhere to go after his kill as well. I think Brokey commits to that fight because Farlig got a kill inside the A bomb site, so he knows he's being pushed from behind. So he knows more than likely he's dead no matter what, so might as well take a go for it. But either way, that is a tough loss to swallow if you're FaZe in the first gun round. 4-0 for Astralis.
Farlig is ready. If anyone wants to peek over that smoke, he saw it. Not quite able to get the kill. But this is a really good start for Astralis. I was worried because some of those rounds they were playing up against the FAMAS and the stolen MAC-10, it seemed like it was going to get dangerous. But you win that first rifle round, that should give you some confidence to work with. So not bad. Farlig up 5-0 at the moment. Got still the FAMAS on Robs with boosted up like that, but it looks like they're paying attention right now, Astralis. They look like they're really well focused.
Yeah, well, they've been getting their butt kicked for 6 months. You'd hope they'd be focused to come to try and get anything going. Any little bit of confidence. I mean, a lot of this, when you're having these kind of struggles too, is like the kind of belief in yourselves that you need to pick up. And yeah, that requires some grinding. And obviously a big tournament coming up next week that they'd like to come in at top shape for. blameF going to start sneaking out, leading the way. Spots a Deagle, now spots a pair of heads. Rops finds a kill with the FAMAS, so they have the information. 3 defenders here, and Astralis wants to bail out. They're leaving blameF to his own devices.
Interesting choice with the FAMAS, you'd think, or sorry, with the AK, you'd think maybe that would be dangerous if they let go of it. Ooh, Rain, yeah, the trigger discipline is out of control. He gets one, he needed the second, and he will get it as well. Oh, I thought he'd messed it up. Now there's a chance. 17 seconds, and Sip, how much can you check this bomb site? Yeah, the problem is his teammate is miles away. blameF is down to the B bomb site. He can't get here in time. What a headshot. That's the round. blameF cannot get here in time. That is an ice-cold play from the Norwegian.
Ice cold play from Rain. But a big failure to not just clear the corner as Config. Didn't even consider it. Didn't even look in that direction. Is so tunneled on the A bomb site itself. Rain's able to get away with one, take out his teammate, and then finally cleans up the kill. Even a chance for Config to recover there, but Zip's in a hard position after that. You're tapping the bomb, you're looking for that final player to pop up out of nowhere, and FaZe steal around.
Yeah, that was so incredibly cool. Okay. So some of these celebrations on the Astralis side maybe put to rest just for a moment here. Doing a little bit of parkour to throw that nade deep, and it lands on Falik, so pretty good. We're going to see that boost again. Going up, oh yeah, making a little bit of noise and jumping around. It is a cool idea, and I think it almost might have been in time to catch Blamef, so a little bit of a shame, but still fun to see. Rain, is he going to be flashing? All right, just a close one to get a jump over back for the headshot. Wow, he's having himself a game already.
Yeah, and Config just had made it through that smoke as well. That's tough, and Rain's going to get another one as it clears. Glaive's not ready, even the dink, but the low ammunition, the change to the M4A1 prevents that final third kill from coming out, but the damage is there, and the boost is there. Rops finds Zipix, and all of a sudden, Astralis, you're looking at 1 minute left in the round, but you have no options available to you.
Yeah, it's got taken away pretty quickly right here. Finally again, Blamef probably just going to try and save a little bit what they can. It's hard to argue with, isn't it? I don't know what other kind of plan they would have. So going to be staying far away. Yeah, I don't have any objection to that. Meantime, just a quick shout out to again to the Twitch chat. See people still spamming the same stuff that you were 4 or 5 hours ago, but keep at it. It does keep me company. So
4 or 5 hours. 2 weeks ago, 3 years ago, it's all the same. Time is a flat circle.
Yeah, very true, isn't it? I want for there to be a time where, you know, like some post-apocalyptic world where some future archaeologist, like, you know, 1,000 years from now, they recover like an old Amazon Web Service hard drive and they find like Twitch logs and go through them and try and figure out what on earth is going on, you know?
And they're like, this society is mentally ill.
Yeah, there must have been like a chemical spill or something that just made everyone super dumb.
If you could see as well up on the screen, 5 PCs going to be given away today. So 5 of you lucky, insane people in Twitch chat that we're talking about are going to win brand new PCs. So that's cool. Congratulations. That's courtesy of Mr. Roo.
Hell yes. We know you can spam the chat, so you have a chance. Like that's your special skill. Go for it. And there's a shot at it here.
Yes, you Twitch chat spammers have been waiting your whole lives for this.
Now's
the time.
Yeah, always knew it would come into play at some point. You know, be a valuable skill. Twist trying to take a couple of shots down towards the tunnel. I kind of like that. I think the naked walk through that monster tunnel that's a cool skill to have as a player if you're able to do it. A little bit risky, but sometimes you can just catch those CTs off guard in a big way. So it's fun to see.
Yeah, it feels like there's like certain players that just love that fight coming out of the monster tunnel, like that right angle peek against the guy at the toxic barrels, like that little headshot angle. Like some people just love that fight. So I think that's a super fun battle to watch happen.
Glaive trying to make a little bit of an attack in Rain. He was not sure. He thought they were coming right below him as well. Glaive just finding a huge timing against him where he was looking the wrong way. So 4 on 5. Still got 45 seconds. Not that much utility on the Astralis side. 2 smokes and an HE. Not that much left really on FaZe either. So a lot of this might just come down to the shots instead. And we'll see. Farlig is hoping for that jump. Oh, that's a nice pick-off on Rops. Perfectly timed.
Ooh, nice one from Brokey. Glaive gets one in rebuttal. Gonna step up and he wants more. He's got it. There goes Zipix. Next is the flick. Not there, but Twist saves his life. That deep angle back in the corner. Finally, Brokey goes down, but they should know where Twist is, and it just doesn't matter. USP's out. Twist with the swing and immediate dispatch of Farlig.
Man, well done. Obviously on Twist at the end there, but also Brokey shutting down and cooling off that attack really fast. And I love the fact that he's playing really aggressively around that truck, and it's only when they swing deep to try and catch him that they even realize Twist is there, right? Because Brokey's taking up so much space. You see him, that's why he's doing all of this. And then finally, it's like, oh, wait a minute, Twist is still behind here. So that worked out really well. Good job. FaZe winning another good round here. 3-4. Starting to catch up and also putting Astralis out of the money.
Well, and that all, remember, that starts entirely with the hiccup of the Deagle, like the save round, the force buy that FaZe won that kind of stole away when time ran out. This is what this streak is now. So if you're Astralis, you're just kicking yourself for that miscue so early on that's brought FaZe back into this game.
All right. I was wondering if he was going to go for for another trigger discipline exercise there, or maybe a knife, but he went straight for it. Either way, it's looking great for Rain. Out hunting, canceling this round out. Nice triple. And that's it. Quick round. Tied up 4-4. And Astralis, you see what they got for us here. They're being tested early on. They're not being allowed to run away with it like we've seen in some of the other games today and yesterday. FaZe are fighting back.
Yeah, FaZe is a tough team to put away as well. I mean, we're not even at towards the end of the map, but I mean, they're just always going to have a challenge. They're always going to have a fight in these rounds. So, you know, Astralis not going to be able to run off any kind of crazy lead like we saw earlier from Big. 4-4. Molotov missed from Brokey. He's going to continue pushing down the stairs with the AWP, but not going for any kind of a timing. BlameF takes some spam damage, but he's found control. And Astralis, there's going to be a little bit of a slowed down stalemate. They're going to reconvene towards the B bomb site. This is always going to end up as a B hit. There's no presence on the other side of the map whatsoever. Yeah,
the problem is that means both really Brokey and Rain could be there very, very fast, right? They're already in connector. Ooh, trying to get the jump onto the monster tunnel, but that doesn't work out. Kerrigan goes down. He's got 0 kills so far. Bit of a rough game, and caught jumping is Rain. Brokey on the return, but I'm not sure that's in time. This is going to be a bomb plant, and the Molotov is surely going to put Brokey out of commission. Yeah, he has to give it up. Does smoke it and run for it. That is a wild play. Brokey, I respect it, but he's taken those chances a couple of times, and this time, again, it cost him the AWP.
Yeah, it's like he went for that 1v3 earlier at the B bomb, so 1v4 might have been trapped in, but I think that might be like one of the few criticisms you could levy at Brokey's game in recent memory is like, because he is so good, it feels like he does go for just about everything. Saving the op doesn't seem to be priority the way it is for some of the other oppers in the scene, and here he definitely wasn't going to get anything done. Twist going to try and hold on to it. It's all about timing, where he's peaking, and if Zipex keeps pushing forward, he's currently trapped in bathrooms, and it looks like he's going to get away with the op for his teammate in the next round. But a nice response from Astralis to say 1 round ahead.
Yeah, not at all bad. Just another good entry coming through the tunnel. Doesn't always have to be complicated. I mean, I think Astralis yesterday, when they were playing on Nuke, in that first half on the T side, was when they realized actually rushing the A-bomb site, or at least executing into the A-bomb site, was kind of that was the best thing they could have done, and they won 4 rounds doing that. So it's possible the same thing is true here. You know, if you find a weakness on that B-bomb site, until FaZe figure out a way to patch it up and help out, maybe you do that a little bit more. You know, if it ain't broke, Jason, don't try.
No need to fix it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no need to even tinker.
If you already got that banana peanut butter smoothie, don't need to add anything else. Just
yeah, you don't really need to tinker. It's already, we already know how to make it the best it can possibly be. Rain just waiting, and he's been great. He's been spectacular in bathrooms. And they're going to bypass him at the moment. He's looking for that shadow to give away. Someone's going to enter in. All about timing. Config looking for the angle. As Rain backs off, he's got to be very cognizant of long as well. Astralis avoiding everything except for Brokey.
Yeah, Glaive thought he had the opening there, but a little bit too quick. And Brokey catches him. 50 seconds now. And Rain is still out there too. And that's a bit of an issue, you know. They're frozen in time, and look at how far back BlameF is. He's only now running all the way back. Are they really going to try and switch this into some sort of B attack this late in the round?
They have no long presence, so I mean they're thinking. I mean they don't know Brokey relocated as well, which was super smart from him. But even if they didn't, like they have no long presence, so you have no way of clearing out anyone playing from that position, and it's just too strong.
Well,
gotta go to the other side of the map with little utility. Take it away.
Yeah, no smoke. Well, one smoke coming in there really far away. Farlig with the kill as well. Oh, and Twist. That is a great headshot to cancel out that AWP. Nade is not going to kill Twist at all. In fact, he's going to take that personally and shoot BlameF right through the wall. That is, yeah, you're right. They had no long presence, and they wanted. That's a very, very late call to try and get back. I'm not surprised they lose the round after that. That's going to be hard to make work every single time.
I'm assuming that was some kind of a read where they're like, if we don't encounter Rain on the way up, like usually it's just Rain playing alone. But that's the only thing I can think of why Glaive would just kind of try and make that run on his own before any kind of like set piece or utility with flashbangs that could have pulled Brokey off the angle. But obviously he was dead wrong. We're all tied up at 5.
A little bit of presence outside, but all the way up at the fountain is Rain. He's back to this aggressive style. And there's only one challenger on the other side. If Rain can win this fight again, and he's got some backup with Brokey, so if they can defeat this part of the map, then Astralis will be forced into another awkward B attack that's going to be just so red. And Rain is not even hearing anyone right now. Farley gets the bomb too, so that would be the ultimate nightmare. But yeah, he's going to start to head back. But they're going to know. They should realize this phase. See if it's going to make a difference. Oh, that is a dangerous fight. No real damage exchanged yet. And under a minute, and look at Rain. Wow, he's playing a really cool first half so far.
Yeah, he is. He's got so much information as well. And especially because Astralis is slow playing these rounds, he's got plenty of time to be so impactful, and he's just a nightmare to deal with. Oh, man. And now if you're Astralis, you feel horrible because you have to push forward, but you know they're going to have 4 people at this. All the utility's going to be there. Rain's coming through the smoke at a great timing to find Glaive. There's Brokey with the op shot, and you cannot move forward. Astralis is completely shut down.
Yeah, there was no way out of that one. They knew it was coming, and instead of it being an attack on the B bomb site, it starts with you losing a player, getting shot in the back, and the rest of the team realizing at that moment, wait a minute, this is not a surprise at all. So, incredible work from Rain. He's not quite top of the scoreboard. That's still Brokey at 12, but he is, in terms of his positional play in this first half so far, it's amazing.
Well. FaZe take a huge, or not a huge lead, but this is a huge run that they're on. 6 of the last 7 going in their direction, and that's probably why Astralis is calling the timeout to talk things over. So, I mean, the main issues they have to deal with right now, obviously, Rain with some of his pushes in the last few rounds, the mobility of Brokey, and then obviously just kind of getting red when they slow things down. Some of these like slower paced rounds have just, all the information has been given over to FaZe, partially because of Rain's aggression. So, they're going to have some to change up the pace, I think, a little bit more, or be able to at least temper Rain by shutting him down over in bathrooms at least a couple times.
Yeah, they need to find a way to make him feel not quite as confident as he is at the moment. This round, though, Tech9's classic B rush. Might as well do it. Just don't wait too long. Again, you're going to get flanked. Yeah, they're going to go for it right away. I like this. Twist is down and out. Flashbang is perfectly timed. And Karrigan going to pick up a kill right there. Second of the game for him right now. And eventually the Org will fall. It's just too much to handle. Brokey and Robs, though. Good cancellation of this little attack here. Sip, even if he gets the kill there, he's still going to be dead no matter what. So FaZe, they lived through it. But that has some real force behind it. That could have worked out. I think if any of the Astralis members could have had a break where they could pick up a rifle and continue the fight, that could have been interesting, but they had to keep fighting forever, so a little bit unfortunate. But still, cool hit.
Very cool hit. Nicely done from Glaive. This half will be coming to a close. FaZe still recover with a nice double from Rops. 7-5. Round 13, that's a deep nade. Ooh, that actually does pretty decent damage. That's a... no, it doesn't. Only 3 damage. But it looked cool. It looked like it should have done more.
Good fireworks. If nothing else. It's all for show.
He did like a parkour nade. I feel like he should have been way more rewarded than he was. Molotov, in case there's any aggression. And they've been dealing with a lot of it from Rain. This time, Rops is going to be out towards long, and it's Brokey who is the aggressor with the op. There goes Config, and Rops up next is going to find Glaive. So you send bodies over to try and deal with the aggression problem that Rain is providing, and you get shut down. And now Astralis definitely in a 3v5 have to come back and make sure there's not any more sustained continued pushes.
Yeah, the confidence on Brokey to be playing this part of the map, just not at all afraid with that AWP and outlawing. You can see Rob's the same kind of thing, just stands up out in the open to take the fight, and able to hit the shot, no problem. 3 to 5. And look at Brokey, he's flanking them with an AWP. This is the kind of mission normally you say, yeah, you know, get the silencer out here. But Brokey is just not even worried. Running up, making a fair bit of noise as he does, but no one is near enough to hear it. So he's about to cancel this round. There's nothing Astralis can do. When he turns this corner to get the shot on Sip, it's right around the corner. Sip, did he hear that?
I don't think so, but it does feel, it did look like it because he changed his view. You might hear these footsteps. Doesn't matter. Not calling it out. There goes Farlig. Nice shot from Brokey. That's the bomb down as well. So as if it could have gotten worse, it has. 2v5, no control of the bomb. Got to use a smoke that goes deep, and Xyp9x is getting crunched.
Yeah, they want to see if they get him. Time is running out now, so now is when you want to stay alive. Pretty decent headshot there, but they're going to come for him? No, they're going to leave him alone for the last one. Okay. Again, it feels like Astralis are not controlling a lot of the map, especially in the middle of the rounds. And FaZe, we were talking about Rain, but now it's Brokey all over the place. How do you deal with this? This is a couple of good rounds here, back-to-back. 8 rounds to the 5 of Astralis, moving into the last couple of rounds and a half. So, time for Astralis to start to kick it up again and pick up this game, because they've let FaZe get away with a fair bit.
Yeah, I feel like one area where it hasn't felt like Astralis has really investigated and tried to have too much success is this one right now with the staircase, with all these pushes. Like, that is a useful tool to kind of be able to wrap through, negate some of the multitude of positions you have out towards bathrooms and out towards long. You get a player coming upstairs, and all of a sudden you can find a timing, and the defense has to fall away. But the round they go at it right here with Xyp9x is a round that FaZe choose to be passive.
Yeah,
but at least now, if you're Astralis on the T side, you have some semblance of control. Although you probably don't feel that way with how effective Raid has been.
Yeah, but at least if you get the control outside of the restrooms here, you could set up. You don't have a lot of smokes, but enough that you could smoke off the stairs in the bank and try and go for it. And just, if you put enough pressure on, maybe you can get the bomb plant down and try and get a little bit of an after plant going. They haven't had a lot of luck with that on the A bomb site, so maybe there is a way to do it here. A little bit forward on the map, though, is still Rain. Wants to push in. Smoke is going to be set up, but Rain is way in front of it. So, yeah, he's going to stay in this little pocket just to listen. He's not hearing anyone running, or if he is, they're running away, right? He's not hearing anyone stepping up further beyond. So he's going to call it in and say, this is suspicious. There's not a lot of activity, even a lot of grenades, but there's not much happening outside of that. And now down towards the speed bomb side. Brokey's already shown up. They got Kerrigan and Twist down towards the Monster Tunnel. And again, the read here for FaZe is just so good. They know what's coming. BlameF with a couple of good shots, but they're running out of time. 11 seconds on the clock, and they just need to move right now. BlameF going to continue to battle his way through. That's an incredible triple kill. Robs, he really wants to stop this bomb plant, but it's not going to happen. And what an unlikely round. I feel like FaZe had everything set up to win this one, but BlameF just had different ideas.
Yeah, they needed that. They needed some kind of a heroic performance out of someone like BlameF. I mean, ever since they lost that eco, ever since it was snatched away in round number 5, they've been on the back foot. They deserve to have a round that they can steal back in their favor. So yeah, Brokey gets a couple nice kills, and BlameF doing his thing. Beautiful triple, tapping away, a quad kill at the end of the day, and Xyp9x is going to finish it off. So finally, a little bit of life in Astralis. Now, the funny thing is, considering how dominant this half has felt for FaZe, 6 rounds on your T side is not too shabby at all. I think if you're Astralis, you're going to be happy with that.
Happy with that, too. Yeah, I think they might be.
That's the benefit of getting the pistol round, right? And then opening up with the first 4 rounds, then you get some breathing room where you only need to add 1 or 2 more on, and you're still feeling pretty decent.
Yeah, it does create a bit of a buffer. Just back to the speed bomb side. I can't necessarily blame them again. This is what's really been working for them. Look at the damage on Kerrigan. He's practically dead, and BlameF will open up to take him down. So 5 versus 3. Kind of calling it back from the tunnel. Switching it up a bit, maybe expecting that someone was going to come through the connector, which has been happening a lot. That's been one of the ways in which FaZe has been able to reinforce this bomb site, is they've been pulling people in from the connector. And FaZe are feeling so nervous right now. They really want to go and find out. You could see Robs, he's just on the lip of taking a step there to figure out what's happening. 50 seconds on the clock, and they need to go and look at something, but waiting on the other side is Farlig. I'm not even sure I necessarily blame Robs for that one. Just sitting and waiting in a 5-on-3 also feels like a dumb idea.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of great options available to him. Obviously, that one falls flat. Good kill from Twist. He's going to swing out. Don't lose all your players to him if you're FaZe. Bomb makes it in. Xyp9x runs the route. Glaive is going to be able to hold the space down in pit. And Twist turns to clear way too hard. Double kill from Glaive. And it's 8-7 at half. Astralis figure it out right at the end.
Okay, this is one of the more even first halves we had in a while here. So we appreciate it. Good little return from Astralis. I wouldn't say tactically that there was a lot of really cool stuff happening for Astralis, but they won the rounds that they needed to, and they managed to live through losing a lot of map control, which normally I think there were some of these rounds FaZe knew what was coming, maybe even before Astralis did, and they still managed to win them, especially that round with BlameF, right? So that's pretty cool. That's hard to do when the defending side just know that you're going to show up in a bomb site.
Look at that run in the middle.
17 and 7.
That's not bad. There's so many players that you could give attention to on this FaZe side of thing, but the increase in level and impact of Brokey over the past 2 years has just been crazy to watch.
A little bit of a timeout here. Technical stuff to sort through before we get into the second half. Yeah, Kerrigan still just with the 2 kills, so he's had a real rough time of it. But other than that, FaZe seem to be mostly showing up. Yeah, one of the players disconnecting, so hoping we get him back in the action before we get back into to second half. I don't know if Astralis will do this, but the old Astralis lineup, the classic lineup that we all know, they had this one really cool pistol round of this map that I always really enjoy, which involves pushing, I think it's 4 people to the B-bomb site and actually running them out the sewer and running them straight into the connector from the B-bomb site, so that if they go aggressive B, you kind of run into them and take the fight with a lot of people, and if they don't, you actually end up with a lot of people in connector that are already rotating up to take the fight at restrooms with the one player you have up there from the start. So it's like you're almost already just taking a huge swing through the center of the map and trying to do something. I generally, pistol rounds on the CT side, I like it if people are a little bit proactive and trying to look for some of those fights. I think that's always more fun.
Yeah, I've heard you for years now talking about that exact pistol round, so that one actually, it's close to your heart.
I like it. They didn't use it that much, but
when they did, it was impactful.
That's what I mean. Like, it was so good that they saved it. They were like, you know what, let's wait until we're at the majors to use this one. That's what it is. Some nice stuff. Nice little, I don't even know, a little pink elephant.
A little bit of pizza. Didn't clean up after themselves.
No, probably were in a hurry to get out one day. Also taking a risk with tying so many balloons to one table. What if it flies away with all the kids right on it, you know?
Yeah, that's a good point. Or maybe it was the kids trying to get that going. You know, just float away at the end of the day.
Yeah, like that one Disney movie, Up. You know.
Up, yeah. Had a few more balloons, I think, in that movie. Either way, done with the balloon conversation. 8-7. Second half is kicking off now. Pistol round starting. Astralis is going to be back on the CT side. We've got dualies on Glaive. FaZe switches over to the offensive side of things. We've got Kerrigan with Smoke Flash. And Rups with a P250.
Quick peek in from BlameF just to spot them out. He's got some teammates coming in from long to take the swing, and they're happy to do it. Twist, though, not even with the P250, just a couple of great headshots with the Glock, and now Brokey gets to flex that pistol of his just a little bit more. BlameF in a really rough position, yeah. He almost has to fight his way out. He knows they're going to sandwich him in. He goes for Twist right away, but he's out of bullets, and now he's going to get hunted down. Just did not have the ammunition to keep up that fight. It leaves Sip and Glaive 2 versus 4. They need some truly crazy headshots to make this work.
Yeah, and I don't think they're going to get it. Now, the interesting thing will be if Zip maybe gets like 1 or 2, Twist can be doubled up and then goes down. Maybe they'll think the other defender is at the B bomb site and Glaive just hiding behind dice boxes might be able to get away with one. But Zip, I think, needs a second perhaps around the corner. He's got it. Brokey up next. He's got that as well. Good hold from Xyp9x. And now Glaive's position becomes very strong.
Yep, he's still waiting for it, although Kerrigan is kind of hard to fool, isn't he? One of the more clever players that we have goes back to check, make sure he's not getting flanked. 35 seconds, still sneaking up there, and Glaive is now going to go out looking. Yeah, so now they've seen each other. They definitely know. And yeah, Carrigan, now how much of a game does he want to play? Is he going to run the whole way? It feels like he will. Let's see, Glaive could be there pretty quickly to look in for the sniper spot, so all a question of timing here. 17 seconds, a little bit of a flash to get himself into the fight, but Glaive is going to know now. And that means Carrigan is going to get boxed in behind here, and we'll get the bomb plant at the very least. And looking up at that sniper spot, not seeing him yet. Carrigan's just going to try and sneak away. Oh, and he's back through the tunnel. Glaive definitely saw it. He doesn't have a kit right now, so he could fake it the once, but he needs to find Carrigan and actually shoot him right now. Otherwise, it's not going to work. And he crouches through, and the dualies will ring true. Astralis, they will win the pistol on the second half, and that is a huge help.
Yeah, nice 1v1 from Glaive. Even taking his time after the bomb gets planted inside the site, I thought Glaive might actually try and hustle while he was going down, but being very cautious of the fake plant and swing from Carrigan. 8-8, both pistols go the way of Astralis. This one obviously delivered by Xyp9x with that fantastic triple kill in bathrooms. That was good to see, a little bit of life out of Xyp9x.
Yeah, a lot more than we were requesting from him. Two would have maybe even been a decent start there, but third one to add on top. Nicely done. Ties up the scoreline, puts them pretty decent weaponry, but the same is true for FaZe, of course. With the bomb plant, they're going to be well equipped to fight this round, and they want to go over at the playground ready. Oh no, maybe not quite. I actually thought they were looking for a double setup out here, so I thought they were ready for some kind of aggression. Blamef with a slam dunk on Brokey, taking him down, and a 3 versus 4 now. That is a nice fight to win out there.
Yeah, I mean, there was a double push from Astralis on the CT pistol round as well. They were shut down, but this time the double push nets him a couple of kills. Farlick adding on to it. And all of a sudden a 4-on-2 very early in the round, and only a smoke flash to play with. And you almost feel like if they want to get back into this, Rops is going to have to make a play at some point as Carrigan makes his way over here. But I just don't even know where you would begin. What play even makes sense here?
It's going to, I mean, I don't know how you can get back into this round, really. You need a strong entry as a surprise with not too much damage taken, and that is not going to be working out. Carrigan falls, and Rops is on his own.
That's the other problem, is to make this actually work in a 2-on-4 the way it is, you have to go contact. You can't use utility because you'll pull rotations, you'll get counter nades coming out as well. So Carrigan just had to take that dry fight in Monster, and when it doesn't work, obviously the round's just done. Rob's going to back off and try and save his weapon. He's already boxed in.
Rops, yeah, I don't know if he could do some damage, but otherwise, it's going to be Astralis taking the lead now. Just a 1-round lead, but still, 9-8, cementing a little bit of an economy on that CT side early on is never a bad thing. We'll see what FaZe come up with down the road when they have a little bit more to work with. It'd be cool to see Carrigan play his way into this match some more. I'm sure that he can. Ooh, Rops gets to live. That's something.
Yeah, good on Rops. One more kill at the end. So, it feels kind of weird with how the first half went that Astralis is actually in this position, playing very well at the moment. Switching over to their CT side, looking good. Love to see Config have a few more strong rounds in this game to see if they can help Astralis close things out. 9-8, a 1-round lead, but FaZe going to be back on Deagles.
Yeah, I kind of had a similar feeling as to you. I thought it looked for a minute like Astralis were getting shook by all of Rain's crazy activities. Nice little double up there. Even that further back player in Rain still able to catch it. Nice transfer on the spray. Farlick out here. He's got some backup, so that swing with the Deagle had better be clean. Otherwise, you're probably not going to be able to win that. Yeah, they don't need to do a lot. Not a lot of pressure here on the rest of Astralis to really make any kind of a move. Just make sure that you don't give up any rifles, and then just relax. Take it easy.
Just relax.
Yeah.
Well, Blamef is a bit forward in no man's land to a certain degree. He does have a teammate further back behind him, but Blamef's certainly going to be the one with main contact. There goes Twist. That's Farlick to find him out towards long. Config. Yeah, hunt this one down. Get yourself back into the swing of things, although a couple of tags is going to make him nervous. Farlick's going to take that from him as well. Blame F will complete the final kill on Kerrigan, and Astralis now with a 2-round lead.
Okay, yeah, some damage, but ultimately they're going to be all right. Blame F trying the best that he can. I think he's up to 17 right now. So some of these are just obviously anti-eco kills. Maybe not the biggest deal in the world. But he's paving the way right now for the rest of the team to maybe join him. 10-8 right now. 2-round lead. No AWP picked up right now on the FaZe side, and none on the CT side for that matter either. Astralis not really able to do that just yet. Finally going to be a deep nade in there. Doesn't do nearly as much, but the second one will tag up Twist significantly. That's enough to make a difference in an upcoming fight with an M4A1. Brokey making sure they don't go long, because they've been doing that a couple of times, so he's worried about it, but he's also in a position where to get pop flashed. If someone throws it from deep enough, he could get blinded by that.
Farley's got the main issue at the moment, worrying about 2 different choke points. Oh, hearing the footsteps jumping over, now hearing the pins from the grenade. Brokey's going to go down. Oh, he turns. He turns. That was a really odd fight, but a man advantage for Astralis, and Farley's traded right back.
Yeah, that was really awkward, but it might still work out for them, because that aggression, I don't know if they're ever going to see Blame if they have. Rops is doing his due diligence, checking it out, but that smoke is in front. It's going to be hard. It's clearing in a couple of seconds. It's not that far away right now. Rops goes for the spray, but the M4 on the other side will be just a little bit better, and now it's really awkward. Config started to fall back into the bomb side. This is a smart play. Just let him have it right now if you want. The bomb is miles away, so it doesn't even matter.
Oh, Config still goes down. Kerrigan finds him. That's an aggressive hunt. Kerrigan actually jumps all the way on top of the truck, but this is going to chew so much time off the clock, and Kerrigan's footsteps are going to give it away. 2 players in the stairs. He'd never expect a second one, even if he gets the first. Going to turn. Xyp9x down low, gets an immediate dink and cleanup, and now Twist 1v3, 20 seconds to pick up the bomb and make his way to the A-bomb site. I don't even think it's possible.
No, absolutely not. Best he could do is probably save it, or die before the clock runs down. Blamef will help him in that. 19-9 as the scoreline, and him and Farlig, they're both doing a significant work right now. 11-8, it's a 3-round lead, no bomb plant either. Astralis has started to put this together a little bit more.
Yeah, they really are. This is starting to look great. I mean, it helps, obviously. Xyp9x is having a good game. He's had some very good rounds. Blamef obviously playing well, as we all know and love. Farlig, for me, is having a great game as also. 14-9 for him. Nothing too crazy, but some very, very smartly played rounds. I thought the same thing yesterday watching Astralis. Just good performances individually from Astralis at the moment. Blamef going to back away after 1 kill.
Sends an A down there. Everyone's ears is ringing. Rain down to 52. Looked like that shot from the Deagle. If there hadn't been a wall, maybe could have been a headshot, but doesn't quite have the power to shoot through that. Brokey will get the kill on the Blamef. Yeah,
this is what Astralis... Yeah, this is what Astralis can't let happen, though. Remember, in the first half, they were up 4-0 and stubbed their toe in a round that FaZe won with Deagles, and that turned everything around. Astralis at this point is just thinking, don't just give them one of these freebie rounds against the Pistols. Don't lose too many players.
I like this from Sip, though. Sneaking out as they're setting up. This should pull the rug right up from under them. Oh, no! What?
Sure.
Maybe not. I take
Welcome
it back.
to Mr. Toad's Wild Ride.
That is out of control. He's just running up there. What a shock. Glaive is going to swing for it, and with the flash on top, could have just as well got the double. Rops is on 3 health, so almost just want to give it to Glaive there. That's a nice little swing with the flashbang assist. Pretty good stuff. 12-8. So they lived through that round, but you're right, that there was a real opportunity there to throw this lead away and maybe get FaZe fired back up into the game.
Yeah, that was dicey. That was looked like it could have spiraled out to a different direction, but good opening kill from Blame. Good play after that. Brokey with a nice trade kill. Overall, just negating the damage, and FaZe have yet to win a round on this T side. They have not been able to find a bomb site for the life of them. And they better hurry up. It's 12-8. Astralis starting to run away with things.
Yeah, they really are. Who could they put into action? I mean, Brokey still seems to be playing quite well, so maybe if you could send him in to open it up, or Twist on this side, catching Blamef, who was quite far forward. Robs is here, and he nearly gets the job done. 19 health on Glaive.
Blamef like turned from a flashbang, it looked like preemptively kind of turned to try and find the timing, and that gave Twist the exact window he needed. So unfortunate timing for Blamef, but Config's going to step up and take his place. Oh, you'll never expect this if you're FaZe.
Yeah, that is a good point. Very, very hard to see coming. And the question is, could he get either a kill and fall away or a double? One of those two things. But even the kill and backing off is super frustrating if you're trying to attack that A-bomb site and you have to worry about getting shot in the back. They are looking a little bit every once in a while, sneaking out. Oh, Twist with the spin. At least he got that going for him. That's not bad at all. 45 seconds, and FaZe are going to realize, well, they know we're coming, but we might as well do it a little bit quickly here. Falik getting almost pre-fired. Now they're jumping to catch him. Oh, yeah, they want to hunt him down. Backup has started to show up. No one flanking right now, so just a straight-on 3-on-3 here. Rain up close and personal with the AK-47, and Falik, if he misses a shot, he is surely dead. He swings for it with a pistol instead, and Rain takes him down. It's all on Sipper. There's not much he could do. Nice recovery. Nice round for Twist, especially getting that spin kill on to Config.
Yeah, that flank kill was everything. Config might have even had a double kill if not, and even if he didn't, even if it was just the one, then he actually harasses them the whole way up to the bomb site. That's so brutal. Good utility usage as well. Farla could never find a clean shot inside of the bomb site. He was playing behind Dice with the AWP, but just could not find an awesome peak, could not find the opportune moment. So, FaZe are on the board. It's 12-9. Tough part for Astralis now is money is a factor. They are out of funds.
Yeah, they need to be real careful. MP9 in this one. Not exactly the ideal position, but a wallbang from Blamef to start it off, taking down Twist. Okay. He's been a problem for a couple of rounds here, Twist, so that's a nice way to get rid of him. Rain taking the fight, but Blamef is so confident in the M4, and he's going to win it. So 2 opening kills, that's all they need. Now they just need to make sure they don't make any colossal mistakes here and throw away the round. Carrigan wants to see if he can get a little bit of an entry. Swings through on the flashbang, but yeah, they already know.
I can't believe Blamef just basically rushed long and found them 2 kills to open this round up. What a crazy performance from Blamef to put his team in an advantage at 12-9 with no money left as well. Once again, I mean, FaZe, I just don't even know. I don't even know where you go from here. You can't go to the A bomb site. You have no control, no presence.
I mean, I think Robs looks like he's waiting for someone to jump again so he can maybe get the headshot to start something up. But you're right. If they don't get something like that, then there is probably nothing they can do. 30 seconds. Going to try and see if they can make their way through. Bit of a trade. They lost an MP9 for that, so I don't think they're going to care about it. And Config is on a massive flanking mission, so even saving the AWP here might not be possible. Carrigan there, the timing is absolutely against him. Rob's on his own. Great return. I mean, Astralis losing that one round, but then they bounce right back. Yeah,
a lovely little rebuttal. I mean, again, all powered by Blamef. That push is everything. You give them breathing room. And also, like, when you're in a 3-on-5, as if you're FaZe, like, you just naturally go a little bit more passive, right? You're trying to come up with a plan to overcome the deficit, so you're not as aggressive. So, I mean, that double kill just gives the rest of your teammates on Astralis time to settle down and not be too worried about any kind of timing hit. 13-9, 4-round lead. Astralis looking darn good today.
Yeah, they're making this work on a... It's certainly surprising me. I don't know. I wasn't expecting for them to keep up. And some of the early rounds almost confirmed it for me at the beginning. I was like, okay, well, they're almost losing to just pistols and the Galils here. Maybe this is going to be rough. But proving some of us wrong right now. Nice grenade onto Twist and Brokey. Again, it's that parkour jump off the trash can there. It works well.
Works very well.
It's the trash grenade, but it's not trash. You know what I mean?
Nice, yeah. The not so trash grenade.
Exactly. It's meant to fool the enemy. Farley.
Well, a little bit of a stalemate. A lot of bodies out here for FaZe this time to make sure the aggression isn't going to punish him. Good find from Twist. Precise headshot onto Blamef.
That's well done. Still just under a minute. Are they going to go clear out long? They kind of have to if they want to do this. Otherwise, Farley can sneak back in and set up a really good crossfire with the rest of the team. He's hanging around out here for a long time. Backup is far away, though. Ooh, and he swings wide for it. Twist is ready to take him down. Great double opening right now, and he's going to go for more. Out on long, and he just runs right in. You would have thought he was at a huge disadvantage with Config already crouched into that corner, but Twist is just way too quick.
It was Blame F last round for Astralis. This time it's Twist for FaZe, but ooh, Glaive here. Glaive is here to shut this down. Kerrigan's going to push forward. He's got the bomb, and nice headshot. Xyp9x, last one left. They know he's a B defender, but they might assume he's rotated away, and I don't think he can stop this. I don't think he can stop everything. There's one, there's two bomb. Oh, it did get planted, and he couldn't find the third. Good shot from Rops. Otherwise, that gets interesting. That gets real interesting.
If he finds the kill on Robs, the last player is all the way at on A long, so he could have never got there. I mean, I don't know if maybe Sip wouldn't have known it and would have waited for the defuse, but that is crazy. Yeah, nice call here from Twist going out long to find that AWP, and this one is just heart attack moment for Config. But this got scary right here. Even the second engagement for Glaive. What if he doesn't? What if Glaive wins this fight too? It could have been all over.
Yep, there was some danger in that round. FaZe get away with one. And Astralis are going to have to kind of be a little tempered here. The M4 on Blame F, but everything outside of that is just saved weapons, upgraded pistols, USPs, a deagle. They've got no money to play with, so going to use this 3-round lead to build some funds and try and get back into the action on round 25.
Setting up that 3-man boost, waiting for it as well. They didn't want to do it right away. They wanted to see if they could catch one of the T players already out, because people tend to check now when they come out of the tunnel, so maybe if you do it right away, they're gonna know. Okay.
Ooh, okay. There we go. There we go, Zip. Gets you one more. Flashbang's over, but Rops is down. Rain is much less aggressive than you would have expected beyond that. Remember, the M4 still in play for Astralis defense.
Good job on Rain. Look at that. Throwing away the AK. So that they can't easily go and pick it up. That's potentially risky if they would have come for him at that time, but still well worth it. 35 seconds. Look at the time here. Not that there's a lot of people on the A bomb site, but see how quick they could be here. There's not that much time for FaZe to mess around with. And yeah, the backup is going to be here fairly quickly. The USPs, the Deagles, will it be quite enough? There's a little bit of a jiggle coming out. Glaive trying to buy the time, but Twist opening it back up, and a little bit of, oh, they fall off the boost. That would have been a great little trick, but doesn't work out the way that they wanted. Instead, it's going to be a bomb plant, and they are starting to back on out. I think the chance for Astralis surely was to fight before the bomb plant and do enough damage. Oh,
yeah. They couldn't. Well, also, the M4 was in heaven. It was trying to, like, play this middle ground between the bomb sites, not really committed to either one. So it took a little bit of time once the smokes came out for Blame F to make it over there effectively. And if you just rush through the smoke and try and fight in the flames, you're taking a huge risk in that direction as well. So Blame F prioritizing the M4 for the next round. They do salvage one AK-47 on Xyp9x. It'll be 13-11, and Astralis is back into the fight in the next round.
Keeping it close still in this first map. Nobody being allowed to run away with it. This is a cool shot from Sip. We appreciate that. But there was just no chance to follow it up, really. 11-13, 25th round. Blame F is still top fragging. Yeah, actually, he's tied on the other side with Roki, both at 22 kills. So that's pretty great. And apart from Kerrigan, who's a little bit further behind, everybody is more or less in this game right now.
Yeah, well, Kerrigan can still call something special, call a tactic. He's taken the first bullet for his team. Farlig drops him 5-on-4 early, and you still have Config pushed out towards the long tree. You still have Blame F pushed up as well, the off angle right at the top of the stairs.
Config out there behind that tree on long, scary position if somebody throws a Molotov or something like that, but instead he's going to be moving up.
Oh, no way.
So quick, he just ran in there. Oh, it's ridiculous. He's ready for more, and he takes down Config. He is so lightning fast. I'm going to need a replay. 3-on-3 now after Brokey just snaps his fingers, and they're back in the round.
Yeah, I mean, the first one is understandable. Blame F's just trying to run away. That's a spectacular shot. The fact that Config gives up the equalizer. He still had a pretty good advantage in that fight. You're right. Just another very, very quick and accurate shot. This is so tough. And now Farlig is tasked with a very difficult proposition. Alone inside the A bomb site with an AWP.
Making some noise. Robs is working the monster tunnel. If he could find the opening, that might be enough. That surely should have been a headshot. It looked like he was dead on him, but it's going to keep at least a couple of people down at the B bomb side, and probably means FaZe is on his own for this attack that is coming. 25 seconds. Robs is now making sure they're not going to be rotating through as well. He's doing a lot of work, but one of them has escaped. Sip is starting to get up here to help out. And now we're down to 16 seconds. Bomb being attempted up on the other side. Robs has done his job for now. Brokey following it up, and it's a perfect round. Well played in that 3-on-3. That is a nice way to stretch out when you're in a 3-on-3. I mean, it could have been risky if Robs would have been found or if they hadn't got the bomb down up there, but that was absolutely great.
What a god tier round from Brokey. To bring it back into a 3-on-3, even gets the one kill, the player coming through the headshot up the stairs at CG spawn during the retake. And man, the late round executes on this A bomb site. Like, FaZe hasn't been able to find impact. And that round, he's playing it passively, right? He's playing it safe. Previously, he played it aggressive behind dight boxes, and he couldn't find anything there either. FaZe is doing a very good job of progressing onto that bomb site late in the rounds without taking a whole lot of damage, a whole lot of deaths, anything. FaZe hasn't been able to be impactful in that scenario. One round lead for Astralis, and once again, they've got nothing to fight with.
Yeah, big chance right now to tie up the game. And an opportunity for all of you to spam the chat again to try and win one of these PCs. It's not a bad time.
First tournament organized by a kangaroo.
It's got to be, right? Don't think anyone has tried that before.
Yeah, I haven't spoken to a single kangaroo since we started working here.
Well, where's Chad when you need him? Should do some translation, you know.
Some kangaroo translations.
Are kangaroos one of those creatures that Australia tried to fight and lost at one point, or is it just the emus for now?
I think the emus were like, they haven't gotten in like a full-blown war with kangaroos, but I think they've just done some like one-on-one boxing matches.
Okay. They're ripped. The
Kangaroos, yeah.
Yeah, it looks super strong. I don't want to be doing that at all. Kerrigan swings for it. Still only the 5 kills, but there's number 6. Sit right through the smoke. And, you know, if you're Kerrigan and you're having a bit of a rough game, you know, just if you're first in the bomb site, you get all the information, and it's not to say that you have to sacrifice yourself, but it's not a bad role to play necessarily if you're going to be having a rough time. He did get a triple in this one, so started to make up for it a little bit. And that's going to tie it up. 13-13.
You can just feel this slipping out of Astralis' control as well. They had such a good lead for a while. They have such good advantages in the previous round that got taken away from them by Brokey. This is it's making me a little bit nervous for Astralis moving forward. Remember, it was a similar thing in the first half. A good start to the half, but then all FaZe from there. And it seems like FaZe has grabbed control of the match as well at this point. And if you're an Astralis fan, you just got to hope they don't run away with it. 13-13 as the bomb goes off. Brokey with 25, Twist with 19. For the Astralis side of things, it's BlameF with 23 kills, and FaZe is second for Astralis at 18 frags.
Yeah, they got more than a couple of people here who could do some damage. But because of that economy, that's going to come back to haunt them again and again right now. FaZe could be fast-tracking it to the finish line before Astralis get there, just because they keep running out of cash. So, and they tried to be real aggressive, right? They've had Farlig and BlameF playing, and sometimes even Config playing aggressively out on long towards A, or towards almost T-spawn, right? So I don't think that's going to be a surprise any longer. Deep smoke being set up here, sometimes followed by a flashbang. Yeah, they're going to be coming through. This is a cool strategy, but they are already on the other side of the smoke. So 3 people dead. This works so well if there's only one person and the rest of the T side is way further back, because then you can isolate the fight against a single player out there while you're flashing that person, and no one can really help out. But when they have 3 people on the other side, well, that could be the result.
And what a risky time to call that play for Astralis at 13-13, where you have no money built up behind it as well. I mean, a lot of this just rested on that decision to push through Monster, and they get shut down. So now, oh Lord, Config, he's someone who would do it. Smoke fades, he's found Brokey. Oh, and he gets away. 60 HP, still alive. Flashbang is dropped. BlameF needs to help cover him down short, and that's another win for Config. BlameF was slow to peak, but it doesn't matter. He's got the kill. We're back into a 3-on-2. Man advantage for Astralis somehow.
Yeah, absolutely wild. Especially that second engagement with Config did not look good at all. Nice nade right on top of Twist. It puts him down to half health, and they're going to intercept the bomb. Config doing even more work in the round, as if he hadn't already done enough. Nice triple on him here. And Twist is going to be on his own. BlameF will take him down, and Astralis, that's a huge comeback inside of the round. That looked like it was not going well.
No, that looked like it was going to go horribly. What a double kill from Config. I mean, just the X factor hiding inside the smoke after all the action has actually occurred. Rop's able to get the first, Kerrigan able to get the second. You feel like that's a massive advantage for FaZe, and Config's able to win a couple weird fights on his falling back. And even adding another one at the end on a Brokey. 14-13. Man advantage for Astralis. Or round advantage for Astralis, excuse me.
And keeping 3 people alive like that, also significant. You know, here towards the end, if you win some of these rounds, but it's down into 1 versus 1 clutches, you could still be in a fair bit of trouble on the CT side. So just a couple of things that are working out in favor of the Danish side here. 14-13. That execute, by the way, that they just try to pull where they push out through the monster tunnel and set up that smoke. I've seen them do that before with the old lineup, but usually it's not right off the bat. It's something they do a little bit later on, you know, to try and isolate some players out there. So it's interesting to see them try it right away. Be curious to see if that can work. I'm sure it can if there aren't that many players out there. Oh, okay. Not a lot of damage.
It can, but I think teams have kind of caught on to that play as well. They know what that deep smoke means, and I think everyone kind of gets, gets attention. Their attention gets laser focused on what's coming now that they've seen the play happen a couple times.
Look at this boost over. Another classic to try and find a kill. Glaive is going to go down. It's Brokey to pick up the first shot there. Thins out the defense over at the B bomb site, and Sip, if he steps too far back and Robs could find him, that would be another good opening. All right. Just some nades being thrown down. That's fine. Farlik, huge kill there to take down Kerrigan. Back into our 4-on-4 with just under a minute left. Bomb is over on this side, so assume it's going to eventually make its way towards the bomb site. Config has a Molotov, and Sip has a Molotov at... Ooh. No, never mind Config's Molotov. That's lost on the ground. This is going to be a huge issue.
Yeah, massive. Zipex is stuck between a rock and a hard place as well. He's got to choose one tunnel. Sandbags are monster. Molotov's going to help him fall back. And Rop's going to come through his own smoke. He still thinks Zip is on the right. That's a good start. And Farlig up top. Oh, double scopes. He's got Rain. Nade finished off Brokey. This round is all Astralis. 15-13. 2 chances to close out map 1.
Whew, another round that really looked like it was going to get almost impossible there, with 2 good entry kills coming through on the FaZe side, but Astralis managed to step it up anyway. And just in the right moment is when Farlik shows up with that AWP on the high ground. That is really, really nice. Yeah, these 2 kills here to start it off with were just a lot, but Sip also doing well. He's playing a good game right now.
Yeah, it's cool to see the supporting cast of Astralis actually have some excellent performances. Farlig with 21 kills, Zipex with 18, which, I mean, we've been lamenting for a while. We want the old Zipex back, but even Glaive and Config having their moments in this match so far. Config is going to get aggressive, and once again, this is a B execute the whole way through and through.
Yeah, all or nothing right now. Either they lose the first map, or they find a way to try and push it into overtime. They need to do this twice, basically. Kerrigan already deep in there with the MAC-10. He just keeps running, but Sip was not flashed. Trying to make up for it is Config, but Sip is still holding the line back there, and the Molotov is slowing them down. Oh, this defense is working so well. They finally take care of Sip, but everyone is on their way. 2 versus 3. No more nades left at all on the FaZe side, and Astralis, they're probably happy to just slow it down. That's an amazing grenade landing on top, but they don't have to stress about this. No bomb plant yet. They can't really easily escape the bomb site. Yeah, maybe a boost would be one of the only ways. They're trying to stay creative right now.
Oh, BlameF has everything to do here. He has to know that the potential for aggression towards his position is everything.
Yeah,
Twist just lying in wait. Yeah, just waiting for his moment.
Are they going to double up on him? Brokey's going the low ground. Oh, but the timing. He was just checking the corner. And that should be the end of it now. 30 seconds. BlameF to close it out. And Astralis take the first map on Overpass in kind of an impressive fashion here at the end. A lot of really hard rounds to win, but job well done.
in interviews that Cologne is like an event where if they don't go deep, if they don't win it, this first half of the season, despite winning so many events, is going to be a failure. This is an event where if you kind of drop the ball here, it could be a blow to your confidence going into that event. As you said, they might be experimenting with a few things, but still, any kind of a loss here is gonna hurt going into Cologne.
Well, look at this work from Rain. He's occupying most of the attention right now. Still a pretty good stack on the B bomb site. Rain's going to win the fight. They still want to go, and that might be a mistake. The bomb is lost. Oh, Rain. He did so much work. If they would have called that off and gone back to the A bomb site, they at least have a bomb plan. They might be able to win the round. But, I mean, I don't blame FaZe. They were so sure. That must have sold it. There's no way that there's still a 3-man stack at the B bomb site. But there was. Now, Carrion is trying to fight his way back, and they've given a couple of fights here that they absolutely don't need to. No reason to even look his way. It's a 1 versus 4 turned into a 1-on-2.
I'm not going to lie. When I was watching that pistol round, I was like, this is kind of cool. That like 3-man rush up catwalk has like a decision. If the 2 players make it all the way into the A bomb site as safe as they did, they can jump off cat and go up connector and meet up in plan A. If they encounter some resistance, then you keep rushing and swinging up catwalk towards the B bomb site. And man, they just kept going. They got absolutely slaughtered. And Kerrigan, this little change of positioning isn't fooling anyone. Farlig ready and waiting. Good shooting from Config to find the first kill. Double kill on Farlig as well. And 1-0. That's 3 pistols in this series so far played that all go to Astralis.
That is a good point. Yeah, they've been doing a fine job at the moment, and it shows. That buffer probably is what carried them through to a victory on Overpass. So if they could do it again, that's going to be all the more helpful to them. Second round coming up. No bomb plant, obviously. Some deagles. Oh, I was going to say Rain. Always good for a shot, but I didn't even get to say it before I cursed him. He's down already. Just thinking it was enough.
Just thinking it. Just willing it.
I'm glad
well,
I don't have that power in real life, you know. I feel like I couldn't be trusted with any kind of superpowers without... I just end up doing bad things with it, you know?
That's probably true for a lot of people. I think the same way of myself. It's probably why we should be the ones given superpowers. Glaive finds the next kill onto Kerrigan. And BlameF still at top mid is wreaking havoc in the back lines. Save round from FaZe, so no big deal. What would be your superpower of choice?
Oh, that's a good question. I still feel like invisibility has the potential for just the most amount of fun, but also you have to define really hard what you mean when you say that, right? Because there's a massive difference between having invisibility. Like, does it count your clothes? Do you have to be naked? There's a lot to think about there.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair. You took that into a, you know, usually it's like an easy one. You took it to nakedness.
Well, you have to, like, how would invisibility impact your clothes, right? And if you have to be naked,
yeah, I don't know.
you have to think about this. Some climates where it doesn't work anymore, right? Can't really go to the South Pole and flex your invisibility skills if you're freezing to death, so.
That's true. Although, on the other hand, I guess a counter-argument could be made that there's not a whole lot to do in the South Pole to begin with, much less when you're invisible.
You say maybe that's what they want you to believe, Jason.
Okay, I got you. Yeah, you're right. I'm making some assumptions there. Window smoke coming in hot. Deep Molotov from BlameF. Deep nade follow-up from BlameF.
And AK's out on the field. Rob's going to try and take a look here against Glaive, who is pretty mobile with that MP9, but...
He saw the shadow, Glaive.
Surely, yes.
Wants nothing to do with that fight with just the SMG, so he's got a smoke to put on a Molotov that comes into his direction. Farlig does have a flashbang, so if they want to set it up, they could activate Glaive at ramp.
Oof. Nice fight for the AK. Look at the utility on FaZe as well. They're really happy to win that first battle because they only have a couple of smokes and maybe a single flash to set something up with. It's not that much to work with, so having to clear out one less corner where, you know, later in the game, they'll have Molotovs, they'll have other utility to try and get rid of that shadow position, but right now, they just don't have it. So getting a first early fight like that's going to be huge. Glaive out of the run. BlameF, though, huge position on top of the Molotov and getting a double kill from that ticket booth. That's nice to see. Back into a 3-on-3. Cleared by Robs. Nice headshot ringing right through the smoke.
Yeah, and I don't know if you can actually stop this anymore. If you're Astralis, Xyp9x rotating over with the SMG. He's actually going to stick around and market, so Config is just going to park himself behind Ticket and maybe try and take some guns away at the end. He does have the M4 he can swap out to, but a couple of nice, well, I should say 3 nice kills from Rops secure the round for FaZe.
Yeah, that was, again, not a lot to work with. And the way that it started out, that double kill from Blameth looked like it was maybe going to cancel the whole thing out, but they make it through. Rops still not letting anybody onto the bomb site. He's real aggressive about that.
Config was going for the ninja.
I like it. That's a rare thing, but, you know, it'd be nice to see every once in a while. We need more of those diffusers, don't we?
Yeah, well, you admire the attempt in a losing effort. Xyp9x is able to upgrade to the M4.
Now, if you were...
This was the one
If you were naked and invisible, Jason, you could do that ninja diffuse all the time.
Okay, Config throws all of his clothes off on the bottom of the map, goes invisible.
It's a lot to work with. What would be your superpower of choice?
Flight.
Flight.
If we're going to like the standard superpowers, flight, man. Flying would be cool as shit.
Okay.
Xyp9x gonna spray into the smoke and drop off. And Glaive steps up to the plate. There's the flashbang we wanted in the previous round. Farlick's got it for him here. And he gets away scot-free.
Yeah, really close right there. Kerrigan, battle for his life. Not going to come out on top. He'll get taken down instead by Config. And Blameth just, again, the confidence on Blameth with that M4, sometimes it actually looks so stupid to me when he's taking these fights, because I just can't, I have to think sometimes you're going to get surely traded right away, but somehow he just comes out on top. Well done. Rob's on his own. 1 versus 5 to try and do some damage here.
Yeah, and that's all he really can do, is just take some guns away. That's all that's available to him. Bomb is dropped way over in the B halls, so it won't even matter if he gets those kills. 54 seconds. Yeah, Flight, if we're just going standard stuff, if you want to dive deep into the superpower world, we could do that. But there's a couple of things, right? Because when you say Flight, people assume that it's some Superman stuff where, you know, you could fly into a building and still be all right. But if you're just picking Flight, you have to think about how easily you could kill yourself along the way just by stupidly flying into something. Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, I guess so, yeah.
Yeah, so, you know, you gotta be careful. That's all I'm saying. Is you
Sure.
Be careful what
as
you wish for.
As opposed to being invisible and walking into a bus.
I think that's less likely to happen. But yeah, if I'm out there naked and invisible, you could be flying right into me. We could both die. So
just saying, if you're out there invisible, no bus is able to see and avoid you whatsoever. So the danger of that increases as well.
Yeah, but the buses do stay on the road. I think Flight's great. I'm just saying you have to think about there's got to be a little bit of a downside. Unless you could pick multiple ones, you know, then it's different. Technical timeout.
Yeah, I just don't really appreciate you just dumping on my superpower like that.
Well, I'm just saying it's not easy to think. What would you do? Where do you want to? We have planes, Jason. You can fly even without superpowers.
I know, but like it's not nearly as fun as it would be to just. I wouldn't even want it for any like real purpose except just to have some fun. You know, I'm not trying to be like a supervillain. I just want to be able to fly around whenever I want it.
Just to go, like, on a random day, if you're low on Taco Bell, you're like, you know what, let me just fly.
Yeah. Yeah, fly down the street, pick up a cheesy gordita crunch, and I'll be right back.
All right. Well, I admire that. Listen, I said doing bad things, but yours is more of a... At least you're not doing anything bad to the world, you know. You might not be helping, but that's okay, I think.
No, yeah, I definitely wouldn't help. It'd be purely selfish.
Technical time. A little bit of a talk back and forth, and hopefully we can get the game right back on the way. Broken Twist still on 0 kills. Still very early days, so I'm not really concerned about it. Blameth is putting on some good numbers once again.
As we expect, I think at this point in Astralis' timeline, we kind of expect Blameth to be the one leading the way. Like he's just proven it time and time again. He's going to be the one consistent player who's able to just kind of his game is keeping up no matter what lineup he's in.
Boost. That's a cool idea. Scout though, Brokey not able to do quite enough damage to take down Blameth, but I still appreciate it. Any kind of damage you could do with a Scout in a round like this will help out for the Deagle, for the AK. So just keep the pressure on. FaZe looking to have a say in this round, but it should be Astralis round to win here. Underpass play coming out from Robs, but the rest of the team is looking to make their move over at the Palace and that A ramp. Robs is sneaking back. Oh, he's so triangulated in here. They're everywhere around him. Any moment now, he's going to swing for it. He gets a kill. Even that's actually not that bad. He could have been dead long before that.
Yeah, but actually, he also got a lot of information. Like, surely he's telling him out. The A-bomb site's probably clear. He saw two at top con, got killed from window as well. FaRlig with the wild spray. They need to hold on, and indeed they do. Config, Glaive, and ZipX there to hold the line. Well done. Do you want to know? You want to know what the tech boss was? I normally don't share these things, but this one's actually really funny.
Go on.
A bee flew into Brokey's room.
Okay, well that's fair enough. Got to take some time out to.
Okay, apparently that's only funny to me.
To help it back out though, not to. Bees are nice. I can wasps. I'm not into, but bees are alright.
No, but imagine trying to like play the game of Counter-Strike when you have like half with your brain thinking that you're about to get stung by a bee at any second. That's comedy.
That is pretty good, and also keep your adrenaline up. You know, make you feel like you're really in the action now. Config handing around the middle, but he's going to fall back right away. A 4-1 lead. FaRlig is down in the underpass. He's got not that much backup with him here either. Twist, nice peek for an entry. He was wide swinging that one.
Ooh, Glaive behind the smoke. Timer on this, and obviously the bullets coming through from Twist. Doubled up at the B bomb site, doubled up in mid. A is wide open at the moment. Rops isn't there to investigate quite yet, but its main point of this attack is going to be towards Glaive in middle. He's got a chance to shut this down.
Yes, he does. Try to escape back through the smoke. I don't know how he's still alive, but he is. 19 health. Back in a 4-on-4 though. Pushing up Sip a little bit in those B hallways. And the further he gets, the more information he's going to discover about what is going on the map. Still in the A ramp is Robs. He hasn't seen anyone, hasn't heard anyone moving around for a while. This is going to be a long rotate to try and get something done. So Sip still hasn't heard anyone on this side. Glaive finally dies after all of the trouble. And Config very low on health. He's going to be found. Great entry from Robs here. That should clear it all out. Wow, FaZe just finding the right kills at the right time here at the end of the round.
Yeah, really nicely done for them. And nobody else from Astralis wants to challenge whatsoever. All off the back of the pick onto FaRlig to start the round. It's going to be a second one on the board for FaZe.
Interesting. I thought when Sip was moved up that far that they would try to sneak a couple of people over to the A-bomb site, but I guess they weren't feeling confident about the catwalk. They still didn't really know if anyone, because Glaive had already been pushed away from middle, so they just weren't sure. Anyway, that's a good round for FaZe right there. Second on the board. Gives them a moment. Carrigan picking up AWP on top.
All right. Let's see how this goes. 4-2. As that opening kill onto FaRlig. Glaive couldn't maintain control of connector. And the money situation for Astralis is actually, I mean, it's great. Even after this buy, they have plenty of money built up on most players. FaRlig down to 50. That one hurts. Actually, excuse me, Glaive bought some utility right at the end, so 750. But Config and Blame F are doing just fine. Double up setup for the Astralis defense. FaRlig and Config with those.
Standard battle for the middle right here. A lot of grenades exchanged. Rain going to be jumping through the smoke to try and fall back down below. He's fully committed to this one. Blame F is right there. Flashed into it. Oh, he can't see anything, and he's finally going to go for the fight. That was a long ways off. Rain, he was so blind in that first engagement that if he would have kept going for it, he would have killed him no problem. Had a moment maybe to answer back, and now FaRlig back here by the ticket booth. Going to be a smoke up, and he's going to try and make an escape, and there's no point in not doing that here. It's a 5-on-3. Just wait for them to cross into the bomb site. You can easily retake this one, especially with a 2-man advantage. A little bit of a shot ringing out. Double up set up on that CT side right now, so they should have a real good shot at this Astralis. If they win this round, they're building a nice lead all of a sudden.
Yeah, they would be. Twist might have to do most of the work. He's pushed up in a really advanced position. There's going to be a flank coming in. The timing on that is everything. And you can see Astralis slowing things down to allow for this from BlameF. Twist, first kill is his. Very precise onto the head of Glaive. And now he's got standing inside connector. He's found an escape route, and he's found some safety to play with.
A little bit worrisome. Smoke, not quite on top of the bomb. Not even actually close to the bomb. That's a problem. Sip with a nice headshot, but they got to be worried about this. No one can sit inside of it. They got 2 AWPs. One of them is down. Rops nearly with a follow-up headshot. Now it's a one-on-one. But again, that smoke isn't covering nearly everything. Oh, not quite a one-on-one. Sorry, BlameF is still in there, but he's going to go down. Brokey will find it, and it is too late. What a victory here for FaZe, being 2 men down to start the attack with and still managing to make it work.
Yeah, that slowdown, that pace change. I mean, the fact that the retake just took so long waiting for BlameF was so brutal to what Astralis wanted to do. I mean, it's a long time for Glaive to be overexposed in connector. Twist is able to find that, able to find some safety as well. But I mean, if you're Astralis and you're in a 5-on-3 post-plant retake at the 8 bomb site, you're loving it. You're taking that all day long. So this is a huge round to let slip out of your control. Nicely done from Brokey as well, right at the end, holding on to the up. And it's 4-3.
1 AWP, they're going to quick boost it up, but already snuck past there. Didn't see them going down, and Kerrigan is really close with their MAC-10, so if Config wants to keep pressing here, could be an issue. Don't think he has any head armor either. Nope, so he might be in some trouble if that MAC-10 swings against him. Unlikely round to be winning, but a good job on the side of FaZe there. Config going to give up on the aggression just for the minute. Oh, they're swinging for it. He misses the chance. The only chance that he's going to have in that round. And they wipe out that B defense. No problem.
Yeah, none at all. Brokey's going to find BlameF through the smoke with no scope. And we're all tied at 4. I think that 5-on-3, like, post-plant retake loss from Astralis is going to go down as, like, kind of the heartbreak of this half. Remember in the first half of Overpass, they lost the round of time against just Deagles. I think this is the one that's really going to, we can look back on if FaZe go up to run this half back and say that's the one that slipped away.
Yeah, it feels like it, doesn't it? Rob's doing consistently good work on this map so far. He's up to 7 kills. He's been, especially on that A bomb side, feels like he's been having some entries to start some of these rounds with. He's over there again on the A ramp, just hanging out. So if anyone wants to challenge him, he might go for it. Farlig should win this fight, surely, if Robs goes. But this is the kind of shot that Robs has been hitting all along. So I don't know. He should win it, but doesn't always work out that way. I'm still quite far back at the top mid. 3 people there, and look at the timing. Farlig not even aware. Rob's just peeking in. That is, doesn't get any better than that.
I just don't know why Farlig is up there. He's got 2 teammates at top connector. There's really no information you can gain from the top of the ticket booth that they didn't already have. So just overexposed to Rops. Glaive is going to do a follow-up push. It looks down A ramp at the moment. No utility to activate it, so not giving away the game. He can start having a flank, start shrinking the map, and he kind of has to be aggressive with this if he's going to go for it, because FaZe is starting to make their move. 40 seconds of the clock, and ooh, Brokey almost able to track that jumping shot.
Yeah, that was real close. But the bomb is making its way to the B bomb side instead, and Sip is the only one, well, yeah, was the only one there.
The only play that Astralis really had was that push from Glaive down A ramp, but he actually came back. I think that op shot might have lured him to come back to the A bomb site, but there was nobody in position to even be close to helping Xyp9x. Rops with a smooth assassination of BlameF, and FaZe is going to take a lead.
Yeah, all this Rob's movement and the entries on A is becoming a real big problem. He's everywhere. Triple in the round so far. Glaive spotted in T-spawn, going to try and see if he can outlive the round, but wow, this is a powerful first half right now for FaZe. I'm loving it. Going to be 5-4 in their favor, and they've taken a hammer to that Astralis economy right now. There's not much left. Yeah, oh, just as he jumps. That's the timing you need.
Well, this is not ideal. FaZe starting to take control now. Rops' lurks are starting to be really, really impactful. He's got 10 kills, 4 deaths. He's been great so far in the early stages of Mirage, and Glaive's going to pick up the Soul M4, or have the Soul M4, for round number 10.
Carrigan taking over duties over at the A-ramp, at least for a minute. Robs has been hanging around there long enough. A rain in the middle, that's a couple of more people than he wanted to, and a quick shot dink with the M4 from Glaive will bring him low. Still pretty heavily gravitated towards the A side of the map, but now they're starting to become still a bit more mobile, wanted to move around. If they hit this B bomb side right now and find Config, then the round is still pretty much over immediately. Up to Config to try and find something. Saw the gun barrel, but not enough to get the headshot. Tries again, and he's running out of attempts here. Needs to hit one of these right now, or then there's not going to be enough time for it at all. There we go. Finally, one bullet left, and Carrigan will take him down. A lot of tries for Config. I think he needed to hit that maybe a little bit earlier. Now the bomb is implanted, and it is a 3-on-3 technically, but the weapons are all with the FaZe side.
Yeah, I think if Glaive had been impactful on that flank, that really would have turned the round. That could have been amazing for Astralis, but slow walking around the corner while Rops is watching it just ain't going to work out. So Blamef has the M4 picked up, and Zipix will try and find one gun right at the exit, but he's given away the game, giving away all the sound cues, and Rops should have an easy kill. Should. It's just always important to throw that in there. Yeah, I mean, he almost did. It was a lot of damage. And he's been doing enough anyway. Clean up kill for Blamef, but the round is done. 6-4 in the favor of FaZe. This is already looking like a really, really good first half. Look at the money that's on that T side. Compared to Astralis, who now only really have money because of the round loss bonus. That started to kick in, but they're doing all the right work right now. I'm not even sure what is the answer right now for Astralis. How can they stop Robs from having this kind of an impact? That's a great question. I think a lot of teams would love to know the answer to that one. I mean, I think overall, I mean, they're doing just fine. Just FaZe is working the map very, very well to enable Rops to have his pick of plays that he wants to go for. A lot of them have just been kind of dry peaks towards the A bomb side. We've seen that a number of times. Here comes another set piece. Glaive stepped in front of the smokes. He's going to be blocked out at triple. And Rain going to start leading the way in. Farlig with the op inside of the... Actually, everyone's behind smoke. Everyone is locked out of this from Astralis except for Glaive.
Yeah, the lone hunter on the bomb site, but he's going to win the fight against Twist. That's a good start. The bomb can't really be put down on the other side as long as he's in here. And Glaive does a little bit more. Takes down Rain on top. That is a nice couple of kills. He was very much alone. His team is just all either in jungle or connector trying to see if they could do anything through the smoke, but wasn't really possible. The bomb is finally going to be going down, and with the kill from Farlig, this is starting to look real good. Carrigan out of the round. Obroki and Robs are left up on the ticket booth looking in there, but I don't know how you do this. Brokey, though, one good shot. And the fact that Robs is alive next to him is still a slight bit of a concern, surely, on the side of Astralis, given how he's been playing. And look at how slow they are with this flash setup. That's a really, really long flashbang. That was easy to spot for Robs. Not going to get blinded at all. And he'll get that kill on Sip. And now it's back into a 2-on-2. And they're running out of time on this CT side. They need to move. Robs is out for the hunt. Config on his own. Hiding inside. No scoping. All over the place. And it is way too late for this one. Robs will even get the kill at the end as they all go up in the flames. 15-5 on Robs, and a huge round win there for FaZe in a very, very unlikely, 2-on-4 at the end?
Yeah, and damn, this is like Astralis after this series. Like, win or lose this series, you better be making notes right now that it's time to go over A retakes, because they lost a 5-on-3 earlier. Now they've lost a 4-on-2 in the post plant at this A bomb site as well. One of the more retakeable maps we have in the pool. These are rounds that you have to have if you're going to make it into the grand finals, if you're going to win a semifinal match. So just brutal ways for these rounds to end for them. They're just taking a lot of time, it feels, to get into their plan of action. Like, even just rotating all the way back through window to the murder hole to throw the flashbang for Zipex towards CT spawn. That's like an extra 6, 7, 8 seconds that just gets chewed off the clock.
Yeah, we don't want to see them make these kind of mistakes, because again, 4 versus 2s, those are the winnable rounds. Those are the ones that you should be winning every single time. And they're giving FaZe a great chance right now to get onto the third map, which would be on Dust 2 if it gets through it. That could be fun. I'd love to see that. Setting up for a plain old A execute. And why not? They've been winning this fight at the A-bomb side. I mean, some of the time with Rob's just entering, but even when they've been down a man or two, they're still winning it, so...
Yeah, if the opposing team can't retake it, you might as well just keep rinsing and repeat, because you know you can get the bomb plant here pretty much each and every time. They're going to get it once more here. Double kill for Kerrigan to start the round, and the rest of Astralis pretty much just has to choose to save. There's a flight coming in, but that's config with the Deagle and shouldn't be able to amount to much.
Yeah, maybe exit kills is it's about the best you can do right here. BlameF going to go and swing on that one. Yeah, a little bit of a restraint here maybe for Rain, but still wants to see if he can find it. And Robs is patiently waiting up there. I
mean, you asked like how you stop Rops, and like there's really no great way to do it, because just look at the way he plays the game. Like he's just chilling, like waiting for you to walk into his crosshair, just perfectly positioned. And as long as the rest of his team is having this kind of success moving across the map and finding opening kills and shifting your defense, Rops is just so good at being in positions to exploit all of that. And he's what, 16-5 right now, so just having an absolute field day.
Yeah, not a lot that they could do right now. It's kind of a little bit crazy to watch. Just such good entries. I realized they didn't have the best weaponry in this particular round, but FaZe just, they have no reason to really divert too much from this A-bomb site. Might as well keep it going. They have still quite a bit of money in the bank. They're moving into round number 13. And Astralis have, I don't know, they don't have the answer right now. Certainly they don't. A little bit of a boost in the middle once again. Double setup on the A ramp for the Astralis side. I mean, that could be a way to do it. If you can take the fight to them and find either Kerrigan or Robs, who've pretty much both been playing on that ramp, if you can find one of them, that would get you in that 4-on-5 and maybe take some of the initiative away from the FaZe side. But they're not even succeeding in doing that. But I still like the idea of getting up there and trying to get a little bit of a fight going. Look at how far back Kerrigan is.
Look at this push as well. I like this from Xyp9x and Config. However, I mean, FaZe is positioned to deal with this perfectly. They've got, oh, the timing is everything. They turn around to shuffle nades, and I don't think they ever spotted Config. Zip gets the one kill, and that could actually set this up to be an absolutely perfect bait. There goes Kerrigan as Farley gets aggressive. Rain is going to fall as well, and Rops yet to be activated.
And he's already quite low on health, so have to assume that this is going to be a round for Astralis. They've messed up a couple of rounds like this in the past, but this is a little bit further fetched. Oh, that's a nice tap away from Brokey, though. There's no way, right?
You say that.
There should be no way. Ooh. Target presents itself. Glaive has got to be careful here. Again, they have to get the bomb down in the next basically 15 seconds, so just wait it out. No point in challenging them too much at the moment. There's the shot onto Robs that will finally end him. And Brokey, if he had more time, this flank would actually be real interesting, but obviously the bomb is miles away and the clock is going to run down, so yeah. And finally a round for Astralis, although at this point I feel like we can't take anything for granted. It just feels like there's always a chance.
That's seven rounds straight for FaZe Clan on this T side of Mirage. What a brutal run to finally put an end to. Good trade from Rops, good push from Farleg, and this time they're able to sustain throughout the round. But it has not looked pretty throughout this half. 8-5, and you have to feel Astralis desperately need these last two.
Yeah, they really do. Get up to 8-7 at a minimum. A little boost in the middle, trying to see if they could beat the timing, but Rain is quick to jump past, so I think they spotted him, but not enough to be able to take the shot, although they are going to send some grenades his way. Not that it's that impactful. And still a little bit of a stalemate happening in the middle. Over at the B side, though, Brokey's going to be rewarded for a little bit of patience. That is... wow, that hit him in the forehead. And the second one will finally bring him down, but they're going to attack the bomb site, hoping that there's not too much of a defense. And in fact, it's just Glaive inside. Started to show up a little bit more as BlameF. Tried to swing for it there, but he's going to get checked, and so will Sip trying to help out. Nice attack onto the bomb site. Farlig shows up with the AWP. He might be one of the only ones that could do this right now. There is a huge flank coming, so they have to take this fight and win it before this flank shows up. Robs, again, out for the hunt. 17 kills on him right now, and surely going to be an 18th victim happening right now. Robs sneaking up behind him. Could be really, really greedy and go for the knife if you wanted to. That would be a lot of fun, but bomb is going to be planted, and he swings for it. Yeah, no real tricks being thrown that way. Farlig might have had a heart attack there, and Blamef has to back on out.
Yeah, really. Rob's just in perfect position, walking that whole way, having his team freeze just in case, and then making his move right at the end. Brutal stuff for FaZe. They've had success at both bomb sites throughout this entire half, and Astralis can't even get a couple rounds strung together. 9-5.
Yeah, this is just wild. I don't know.
What's really unfortunate is Glaive inside the bomb site was actually making a really cool play. He just like the timing of it just kind of screwed with him, right? It screwed with his internal clock, and he was probably feeling real uncomfortable considering no one had swung into the bomb site. FaZe was super patient with that.
Yeah, and I guess partially they were because they knew they had Robs on a flanking mission, so they're like, we can chill out here for a minute.
Yeah, we can take a break.
But that is frustrating if you're kind of mentally ready to take that fight, and it never really comes. And by the time that it does, you're almost a little bit too exposed. So 15th round, M4's picked up, double up on that CT side. Not a lot of good things happening for Astralis right now, but for FaZe on the other side, though, it is starting to look really, really good. Kerrigan down the middle to take care of Blamef. That boost is happening. I don't know if Kerrigan even realized. Doesn't look like he did, so Sip will take him down 4-on-4. Rob's looking for more entries and surely going to get that one. Yeah, no issue. And this is going to wipe out that A defense. Rain shooting them through the smoke, leaving Config on his own. Brokey just so confident they're going to win the round. He just wants to go and fight. So will the rest of them. They're not even scared at all. 1 versus 4 for Config, and a great first half so far for FaZe.
Yeah, and I mean, this half really, I mean, I feel like this half could have been so much better for Astralis. This is like a great what-if statement, but I mean, you have to have a couple of them. What if they win the 5-on-3 retake? What if they win the 4-on-2 retake that came later? Just the fact that you couldn't really hold on to the A-bomb and you also couldn't retake it, it just means you're always going to have a bad time. So, I don't know. Just the retakes on that A-bomb set, I think, need to be covered again for Astralis and maybe adjusted moving forward. But a good half from FaZe, and obviously, to a certain extent, what are you supposed to do against Rops, who's 19-6 after 1 half of play?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have the answer, and certainly Astralis don't have the answer either. He was everywhere. He was doing entering early on, so it's not like he was just, you know, baiting and flanking and finishing rounds. Some of these rounds he was opening the whole thing up, right? And then other rounds he's lurking, flanking, so hard to find, just waiting in a corner at the right time. It's incredibly frustrating for Astralis to play up against, and they have not yet figured out how to deal with that. So 10-5 in the first half in favor of FaZe. Great position to be in to go into a third map, which would be on Dust 2 if they can find 6 more rounds. Okay,
Okay. Yep, he's swinging out the window with the quick jump. Glaive is going to be pushing down. They're trying to split into the A-bomb site, but Rops is here. Missed his first chance, but won't miss his second one. That stops Glaive in his tracks, and they combine to wreck him. Twist is on point. Rain grabs the last kill. It's 11-5. FaZe want to make quick work of Mirage.
It's a bold way to play the pistol round, but when you have that kind of confidence, and especially when you can get the sandwich going on there at the connector, that was it's everything they wanted, so... Nothing's gone wrong right now for FaZe. Yeah, this defense from Rain is excellent as well. Just so ready for it. I don't know what it'll take to stop them right now, but they're just 5 rounds away. No bomb plant for Astralis, so they're gonna have to wait it out another round before they can start to try and see if they can mount that comeback.
Mount that comeback, baby.
We've seen crazier things. I mean, we've had a few of them already in this tournament, so you feel like even at 12-5, there is a way to get back into it. But Robs has to be defeated to bring him down before that happens.
FaZe's map pick as well, Mirage. And you can probably see why. Twist on catwalk, waiting for action. He's got Rops in connector. Run boost is not going to fool anyone. Unarmored Glocks somehow defeat Rops. Well, you wanted the question answered. Apparently, it's just a long-range Glock from Config.
Yeah, the last place you would look for a way to bring him down. No one's thought
yeah,
of it.
the least expected. No one's thought to try it. 12-5, 7-round lead for FaZe on this CT side.
Yeah. The sound of that Glock is so ridiculous as well when you think people at range with it. Well, here we go.
And then they only lose 10 HP.
Yeah, that's the funny part, isn't it? The rest of FaZe are just so far behind. 12 kills behind at best for the rest of FaZe compared to what Rops is doing. So, I don't know. Maybe if Astralis can start to step it up, if they can chill out Rops a bit, they can fight the rest of FaZe more on a more even ground. And sometimes when we change halves, you know, some of those really powerful players will, you know, cool off a little bit more. We've seen that happen in the past. Config got the right idea. Almost had the vision for it there, it looked like. Rob's going to start to slowly fall back with the FAMAS. Finally making a point out of making a bit of noise in the middle. The bomb has been picked up as well, and looks like they at least want the mid control. And that's a really wide swing twist. Surely you don't want to do over this one. That's a lot of people in the middle ready to fight.
Yeah, he did kind of want to peek off it, but I think he thought better of it when he heard the footsteps below and on catwalk. He's just going to sink back to the B bomb site, so mid control for Astralis, but what do they want to do with it? Farlick starting to work and investigate up catwalk. He's seeing absolutely nothing deep into the bomb site. Twist chucked into the corner, wins that fight with ease, and now the hit is on.
Yeah, Twist in an unwinnable position right here. No grenades to get him out of it, but they do have a surprise ace up the sleeve inside of the bomb site. Brokey boosted up into that corner, and there's only 19 seconds, so they might not check. They might just be under too much pressure. There's the first one. Swings out. Huge double for Brokey, and Glaive is low on health and on his own, and he fakes it once, thinking maybe Rain would come for it, and he's right about that. Nice play for Glaive. He might have get taken down if he'd gone straight for it, but it's a triple instead, and Astralis win that crucial third round in the second half.
Oh, that boost was almost everything. That boost was so close to being perfect. Double kill up top, but couldn't find any safety after that. Good job from Config to control middle. Twist only gets the one before being traded off by Config pre-fire. And this is the one right here. Brokey has no time to reposition himself, no time to fall down, and Rain gets lured into an early jump-through window. 12-6.
Yeah, a lot to work with right now. If they were going to mount the comeback, surely that was the first critical round to win. And now, how long could they keep going? No real weapon on Robs here. 5-7 for the minute, but he is being aggressive with it. Moving too fast would put him up in a fight against Blameth, which probably not what you want to have at this point in time. So, but if he's patiently waiting again, the timing could be good for it. If he can sneak through T-spawn at the right time, that's everything. Don't want to count him out. I feel like he deserves a little bit of respect for what he's done so far. No one checking T-spawn at the moment.
That's a cool position, though, to be in. I mean, especially with just a pistol, you're probably not going to push and try and get any kind of an early timing on a flank, but just to be able to tell your team that nobody's here, that there's no noise coming, is such a huge benefit to the CT side. This position as well, with Twist at backup at the van, could be absolutely massive.
Carrigan up close that MP9. Just a good range for it. Twist, though, as you said, still here, and with a little bit of backup, they have a good crossfire. The Molotov will make it a bit hard on Twist. He's going to fight just to the death inside of the flames. Doesn't even care. He leaves the bomb site, just one man left. A little bit of backup coming up now. Rops flanking in. He's heard them falling back. You can call it out right now, but Brokey gets found. Rain gets found. Just like that, Rops is on his own. That was so close to being an amazing flank. If they hadn't escaped like that, if they would have stuck to the B attack, he could have probably ended the round.
Yeah, that's actually, that's brutal. I felt like there were some good positions that just went to waste from FaZe there. Well, Astralis is fighting back, and this is one of the most impressive things that we talked about on Overpass. Is Astralis, like, with all the question marks up in the air about this team, the fact that they were willing to, or they were able to stay in it despite some heartbreaking rounds, was super impressive. So really cool seeing early on in Mirage in the second half that they're able to just kind of respond and start closing this gap, and then we'll see what happens from there.
Yeah, I mean, it's what is needed. They showed some resilience on the first map too, Astralis, so they have some of that quality still left in them to fight back and maybe not just crumble completely. Rob's going to steal the Galil. Yeah, it is going to be another successful round here. Barely dodging the flank. That's actually, it's just ridiculous how close that was. 12-7. So no real money on the side of FaZe. Astralis could run it back. They're going to be well within striking distance.
Yeah, they very much can be. Or can do. Drops of the Galil. Astralis gonna take it passively to start.
Where do you put that Galil? And the window seems to be the main choice right now. Yeah, you can move around and be mobile with it. So center of the map. No real adventure for the rest of the FaZe side. They're hanging around waiting for a fight, but no one's pushing up like in the previous round. And Astralis are being so careful. They really don't want to give this one away.
Yeah, well, they've had some of those like rounds where they just like stub their toe on both maps now. So yeah, ooh, nice dink on the Blame F, but only down to 35 HP. Same with Config. Shot in the face, but survives and finds the kill. There goes Brokey inside of the B bomb site, and that should be the round with no more problems for Astralis.
Yeah, Robs. They managed to dodge him a couple of times. I mean, he doesn't have that much to fight with either, but still kind of curious what happens on the CT side if they run into him a little bit more. That would be the ultimate way to play the second half, wouldn't it? Just to dodge Robs at all times. Just make sure you never have a fight with him, really.
Yeah, that'd be a good thing to avoid. 22 and 8. What did he have after the first half? Was like 19 kills, I think, at the end of the first half?
Yeah, I want to say that. Yeah.
3 kills so far, CT side in that connector position. And Astralis has been liking that mid control, so he's going to have some chances to be able to pick it up in this second half.
Okay. I don't think FaZe are necessarily scared about what's happening here, but it is getting uncomfortably close. And the money isn't there for Brokey to pick up that 8 WP. That's a real downgrade. He's been terrific with it all series long, so it'd be nice to see him get that. Flashbang is well timed, so uncomfortable fight there that Rain can't really continue. Looks like they want to put the pressure on. They've got Blameff lurking around the middle, so if they're even just a little bit successful here and drawing all the attention away, then maybe Blameff could be to stab them in the back. We'll see. He snuck through inside of the smoke. He's getting closer step by step, and they need to get out on that ramp to keep the attention on them so that Blameff could work his magic once he's found the opening. Almost there in time, but oh, Twist gonna cancel it out. That is a nice kill for Twist. And now they can focus on the ramp. Now they can focus on defending the bomb site. Rob swings into it, and he's not going to come out on top this time. But Kerrigan has found himself a lineup, and that's enough to end the round. A good double, and it wasn't even Robs that was needed.
I don't know what happened to Astralis there, but they had all the smokes up, they had the wall set up, and that one peek from Rain at the start of the round like scared them from moving forward. They spent so much time at the top of A ramp not really moving forward that all their smokes faded, and then everyone from FaZe rotated into position to actually challenge against the attack, which is why you see Kerrigan coming in, why you see a body before him coming in for the fight. There were way too many players that FaZe could have thrown, so Astralis, again, just like some of these like slow-paced rounds we saw with the retakes in the first half, but that slower style that they sometimes pause into is backfiring a couple times, I think, here on Mirage.
Yeah, definitely one of the rounds right there. Scary stuff. It really felt like there was a moment in time until Twist showed up where maybe they could have got Blameff into the fight there. Regardless, it's a 13-8 scoreline. AK being stolen. Actually, a couple of AKs being stolen there over on the CT side. So, nice little upgrade. And some mid-control being taken this time from Astralis. Some pretty classic stuff. We'll see what they do if they actually can get rid of Twist here, if they have a plan in mind. Could be just a simple A-crunch. Twist looking for it. A little bit further back this time, but setting up some deep nades. They're so close. I don't think he realizes. He could come back and check this and almost walk into the shot here. Gonna go and look, but yeah, I don't think he knows how close up they are. Absolute surprise for Twist. And Config wants that fight. Not afraid to take it against Robs, but maybe he should be. Good little return, and Rain comes in at a really long range against Farley, but it doesn't really matter. And what looked like an opportunity is now a huge problem for Astralis. 22 seconds, Rob's in the middle stopping them, and they're running into a pretty well-defended bomb site here. Yeah, Blame have no way through. They only lose Twist in this round, and they're at 14.
Yeah, which is crazy. What a great recovery. Good job from Rops and Connector to be able to find Config and not let him double up. If Rops goes down there, the round gets blown wide open. So FaZe, a little bit of a 3-round hiccup there in rounds 18, 19, and 20, but they've gotten back on top of things, back to their winning ways. It's a 6-round lead looking to force us onto map number 3, which would be Dust 2. What a cool map to end it on.
Yeah, that's going to be fun to see. A lot of opportunities for some of the more heavy hitters, some of the aimers on this on both sides to have an impact.
Yeah. Ooh, Brokey with the ult. I can't believe he nailed the jumper. He nailed the jumper. Farlig's got to be upset. Config with an important trade. Reigns get pulled into the open, but pulled into a headshot, and so does Twist. And this round is looking done and over with. Deagle on Glaive, AK on Config. Excuse me, nice headshot from Glaive. But Rops is here again to make sure it doesn't spiral out of control. 7-round lead for FaZe.
Yeah, they're doing all of the work right now. A couple of good kills in return that round, but it just doesn't really make a difference right here. FaZe are locked in, winning 3 in a row, and they just need to add 1 more. And they're going to go into the 3rd map on Dust 2. So, yeah, everything is smooth. This is a really nice... I mean, obviously, you design it for that jump so that the AK can get the return, but the fact that he's so fast with it, that's just real cool. That's one of the things I really look forward to on Dust 2 is seeing Brokey on that AWP. I think that could make a huge difference for FaZe.
Oh, certainly.
Speaking of which,
and he's got control of he's got control of top mid all by himself. He's got free reign of this. Ooh, flick down. Yeah, they don't want to mess with that. So you spot out his position. Brokey's gonna back away. So is Rups.
Oh, Config. He didn't see the feet, I'm pretty sure, and still might be pre-aiming it. Rain. If he waits, so if Config actually did see it, then he could call in a teammate to come help him out. He's aiming like he does know, but didn't look like he should have.
There's no way. Yeah, I didn't see it either.
Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, he's backing off now. Setting up the execute. This could be stopped before it even gets off the ground. If Rain gets 1 or 2 here, turning around, he sees the nades, and he's going to fight Sip. Bomb confirmed now at 50 seconds, and he goes for a bit more, but some good return kills at the very least. Glaive wants the entry, but Rops is going to challenge that smoke, playing in front of it to take down Glaive, and now it's a 3-on-3, and the bomb is on the bomb site, so they're all the way in. They can't really change their minds. Long flank coming in from Twist, and Kerrigan and Robs are going to be on the other side, CT spawn, so they don't want to wait, though. Farley takes down Kerrigan. Robs and Twist, ooh, going to get caught as well. Config coming up with the goods in this run to keep Astralis alive on Mirage for at least another round.
Yeah, really well done from Astralis, keeping that up, keeping that pressure onto the bomb site. Some nice kills and nobody able to begin the retake. Twist was actually flanking Blame F at top mid. I thought he was actually going to just head down mid and be able to take care of things. But that long flank, we've seen it again through T-Spawn with no real like significant jump on the timing. It just slows down all the retake. Gives Astralis players the chance to get aggressive towards CT spawn with a couple of nice kills. I thought this was that position from Rain was going to be way more impactful. I thought he'd have at least 1 more frag in him.
Yeah, that's what I thought as well. It looked like, yeah, even just with the one with the early warning system there, but I guess it wasn't enough. Most of the kills for Robs is in the first half, but I mean, the fact that he's had 27 kills, you know, after 24 rounds played is still absolutely wild. That is so cool. Nice attempt there for Config, but didn't hit anything. Just a random shot. Couldn't really see what he was shooting at. Glaive making some noise over at the A ramp, hoping for someone to take the bait, but they didn't. Rob's patiently waiting up there, and Rain baited into the shot. I don't know, he's in an awkward position down here. Molotov up top, though, will help him out, and Twist will get Farlig at the very least, so maybe the tables have turned. I thought he was going to get locked into the underpass like that, and eventually Twist is going to be going down 3 versus 3 now as Robs picks up Glaive.
Well, this is weird. This has gotten real weird. Brokey rotating over to the B bomb site with an AWP. But this is over a minute to be split as defenders. And Brokey's got to worry about a lot. He's not even sure where he wants to position himself. Which means oh, there it is. That is that sucks.
Waiting such a long time, trying to be patient, but eventually gets found. Config, he saw that, and he's gonna find Robs. Easy shot.
Okay.
Kerrigan on his own. Okay.
Okay, this is interesting now. Money's gonna be wiped out for FaZe, so they'll have to play with some of the lesser weaponry moving forward.
What a crushing situation it would be if they couldn't find a way to end this. They've had such a long runway for it. Yeah, for Brokey over that B bomb side, that's just so unfortunate. He doesn't want to just stay in the market because he's not sure if they're already out, if they're already by the bench or by that truck down there, then he's at risk for them pushing up when he's in the market hanging out. So he really wants that control, but not quite able to. One more round, 10 to 15.
10 to 15.
Yeah,
and they should be able to narrow that gap down to at least 4 off this round. It's just Kerrigan's AK-47 with armor. Other than that, it should be... I don't even know if you can invest in Deagles. Rops has picked up a 5.7, but I don't think there's enough across the board for FaZe to really realistically turn this around. So Astralis should be able to at least roll out the red carpet to get one more on the board.
Yeah, it's probably not worth it, is it, to do too much? You just need 1 out of the next 5, so save what you've got and then take the fight a little bit later on. Kerrigan trying to put that AK to good use, but with the smoke and with the spam on the other side, Config landing his 24th kill, which is in itself pretty impressive. He's starting to catch up right now. Bad news for FaZe if Config is going to be having one of his games. Glaive, though, sniffing out that B bomb site. Brokey is the only one here, hanging out at the back bench. And they're gonna find out pretty soon. Brokey, yeah, not much to do. The rest of them, no point in sticking around. Just if you have any armor or a rifle, leave it be and just try to escape the best that you can. Astralis gonna land at 11. Wow, they're really doing it.
I'm impressed. I'm impressed with the fight they've got in them. This is cool. I mean, still a long way back. I don't think there's any reason to think that this comeback is going to be fully completed and take us into overtime. FaZe surely has like one more round of regulation left in him. Talk about Config having the game that he's having at 24-16. Well, Rops is doing him better, 28-12. So there's got to be at least one individual performance, if it's needed, left in FaZe.
I mean, we spoke a little bit earlier about how this could be viewed through the lens of Cologne coming up and all the rest of it. I mean, just the fact that Astralis are not straight collapsing even after being, so far behind. And they were put under a lot of pressure on Overpass too. So just having any kind of internal strength in the team, I think in itself is that is a nice platform to build something off. I don't know if they can fix everything before Cologne, because again, there's the problem of having enough maps in the map pool to actually play a full best of 3 against, some of these really difficult teams. But just the fact that they seem to be mentally still in this game a little bit, I think that's something to look forward to.
Well, it's at least a positive in a world where we haven't had a whole lot of positives to say about them in recent memory.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
We're giving them something. Config down middle with all-stars at both teams, and Config's going to win that one out. Twist this time will swing off Catwalk for the first, traded by Xyp9x for the second.
Yeah, nice attempt, but for MOUZ, hard to tap away that many players with it. And what do they have? M4s and an AK. Bomb lost temporarily to the middle, but surely going to be recovered. And Astralis slowing the game down and giving a chance for FaZe to screw something up. Get a little bit too curious in the middle. It feels like that they're maneuvering. They want to do almost like a triple peek here, but still a lot of players on the other side. Trade it right away. And Xyp9x going to call in for a little bit of backup. Oh, look at this. BlameF's in B.
Yeah, but he's got to help him get there. He's got plenty of time for this flank. This is just where Xyp9x and Glaive need to kind of chill a little bit, but BlameF also needs to hustle.
Yeah, you're right. Even if it was about 44 seconds, now we're down to 30. There is a way. If he gets caught here, suddenly they're in a 2-on-2 with almost no time at all. They have to run and pick up the bomb. Could get really awkward, although surely as this one... Oh, no. Brokey a little bit quicker on the trigger. He's going to find him. Kerrigan comes through, stops the bomb, and it's a nightmare. Oh, no. Sip is down, and it's 16-11 FaZe. They find a way to steal that round. That is heartbreaking.
That Opera is always supposed to be like your solid, impactful player, and Astralis really need farlig to grow into that role as well.
And what a test he's up against in Brokey, who surely is a high-impact operator at this point in time. He takes a lot of map control, takes a lot of risks sometimes, but man, they do pay off, it seems like. Here we go. We're on our way with Dust 2. It's going to be Astralis. Probably, I'm guessing, on the CT side after a swap. No, T side. There we go. There's a 50-50 chance.
Yep, and well done. You picked the incorrect one.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
Just to point that out one last time.
Well,
yeah, I kind of lost what point I was about to make, so take it away.
Yes. So I've guessed it wrong and derailed you. It's all good. I'll take it. I'll take it. They're going to be starting on the T side, it seems, and let's just find out. P250 on BlameF, and we'll see if they can take a little bit of a fight. Not that much utility on either side. So no huge long take coming in with a lot of Molotovs and maybe a smoke or two. Seems like it's going to be a little bit more clean towards the B-bomb side. Setting up a smoke for the doorway, and then they're good to go. Rob's back here. Strong headshot to slow them down to start with. And they're still hanging around, and now they're being intercepted from Lower Dark as well. Twist showing up, and Rain, he's in the corner. Are they going to check it? Yeah, Config will try, but Rain is still battling his way out, and this is falling apart right now for Astralis. They need some really nice kills to get back into this round, or it's going to be too late. And Brokey's almost catching farlig there. What a chaotic round from Astralis' point of view.
Once again, though, you have the full execute on that B bomb site, and you get stopped by one player at the back of platform. Like, surely that would have calculated into your mind. And then obviously FaZe, that's two bodies they threw through Lower Dark as well. Let's see if Astralis can find the escape route. farlig is down to 18 HP with that USP. There's no utility on either player. Now, the only benefit they really have is everywhere they go on the map at the moment is going to be a 2-on-1. Brokey's inside the A bomb site. Kerrigan is middle. And Rops at the back of B platform has not moved this entire round.
Yep, and he's calling it out now. Teammates are in CT spawn, close to at least. Long enough range to be able to win the fight. There's no smoke to cross, so let's see if they can wheel and blame FP250. It's all on these headshots. That's the only way they're getting out of this round. Just have to hit one of them right now. 25 seconds, and yeah, there it is. Blame F. Can we have a second one? Peeking in front. Well, he took down farlig. Listen, that's collateral damage. That's what happens, farlig, when you step in the way. Insurance will cover that one, no problem. And BlameF out swinging for it. Bombs down in front. No, it's not doable. Robs will take him down. It's a funny way to end the pistol round.
I thought we were going to get your classic run boost. I thought we were headed towards a run boost scenario. Let's see how that would have gone if they could have launched someone over, bypass all those fights.
That's a long way to throw someone.
Yeah.
If anyone could, it would be BlameF.
True. True, but farlig at the low HP. It would have had to been farlig on the bottom and BlameF getting chucked over on top. Oh, yeah, that sucks. Can't even really blame anyone for that one. 1-0 for FaZe out of the pistol.
Yeah, I like the setup, though, from the FaZe side. You know, once they slow down the push through Lower Dark as well, definitely really cool. This, less cool, as Brokey loses the M4 in the middle for no discernible reason. Although they are trying to get it back right away. Rob's out there to claim what is theirs. FAMAS, and he will slow it down right at the corner. Now that M4 is boxed in. Good recovery. That's a nice mission to make sure that M4 didn't get out of control, but that still seems a bit risky.
Yeah, it certainly was from Brokey. He was just testing the waters, but everyone got aggressive behind it as well to make sure that nobody was going to have the space to actually put it to good use. AK is being bought up by Astralis on the attacking side. AWP in the hands of farlig early on. I do not believe he has armor behind this either.
Who needs the armor?
Not. Yeah, who needs it?
Only that's planning for failure, Jason.
Good point.
You gotta win. Just don't get shot. It's easy. Oh, if he'd kept aiming there, I wonder if he would have seen it. It looked like he had the right idea, but Rob's just showing up after they disbanded that boost. Rob's going to give it up, but he puts that Molotov all the way at top mid, which even if no one's... I mean, there are a couple of people up there to watch it, so they might make him a little bit nervous. Yeah, they're checking everything.
Yeah, puts him on notice. Blame F. Gonna be the first one to wheel out of the tunnels. He's got Rops up close on the left. Off angle. Nice shot from Blame F.
Yeah, trucks. Robs puts him out of the round. Out on long. Kerrigan is up close with an MP9. That's it's a good weapon for this range, obviously, but the problem just is if he goes down, then Brokey feels very, very lonesome. And oh, that took a while there. Twist playing with fire, and he got burned. Again, trying to get the jump there, but Rain is left on 9 health. So this is looking like a great round right now for Astralis. It's certainly their round to lose at the moment.
Yeah, and they're just paused across the map looking for the next mistake, the next piece of information that'll give them the green light to attack a bomb site.
Oh,
Kerrigan drops his smoke on Catwalk. This will hold things off for a moment. Actually, it's going to funnel. It might shuffle them towards a mid to B split.
Yeah, and because of the time that's left, they're so worried about it. There's about 30 seconds when the smoke goes down, so they don't really want to wait for it. Ooh, they don't know about Brokey inside, and now they're going to go back. Okay, good little turnaround here. They're going to be all right at the end. I was getting scared, because if they run to B with 2 people inside, that could have been a nightmare. But they're going to get the bomb down. So Astralis making the right call in spite of a little bit of a smoke play coming out from Kerrigan. And Brokey hoping to save the AK. Good early start for Astralis.
Yeah, opening, or the round really cracked open by Blame F, jumping up on top of Xbox, finding Rops down behind the double doors. Obviously the op as well, just taking peek, looking at all the rotations, jumping back and forth, and Astralis on the board early. FaZe in kind of a odd money situation thanks to the third round buy from Astralis. They have a couple players who can afford to force buy right on the edge of the force buy, and a couple players that are nowhere close to being able to afford anything. I think at this point in the game, still so early on, just save the money. Make sure you get your economy settled before you keep buying. So Astralis might have a nice, easy way to get up to 2-2.
Yeah, I'd say that's probably even doubly true when you think about the potential for Brokey having that impact a little bit later on, picking up the AWP. I'd say it's worth saving for that alone. Rain has picked up a dually. He's not in the pistol round. That's always interesting to see. Clave not rewarded. But yeah, I mean, we'll see. They're in the right position. Putting out a couple of shots. It's too much.
I don't even care that he lost that fight. I just appreciate the attempt. Nicely done from Brokey sliding underneath. And actually, a lot of pressure here. Brokey's going to eventually commit to it in the jiggle peaks of death onto Glaive, but Zipex is undeterred. And a bomb site is lost.
Yeah, just Kerrigan out looking. Could do some damage if he could find a player in the wrong position here, but winning the actual round is not a priority. When he's already been spotted, Config knows. But they could go hunt him. Not that they have that much money in the bank, but once you've already seen him, some of the element of surprise goes away. Yeah, they're out looking for it. Kerrigan caught out there. Nearly won the fight, but not quite. Awkward spray on both sides. And that ties up the game, 2-2.
Oh, and it's made sure that Rops is going to be on a FAMAS as well. He only had 3,300, and it keeps Twist off extra utility and a kit and nades as he gets an M4 but doesn't have the cash to fill up the rest of the little goodies that he would like to play with. So it's actually a pretty important kill at the end of the day to keep the buy as weak as possible. Almost losing it as well. Zipex kind of got caught off guard by the positioning and the pace of Kerrigan's retreat.
Yeah, it did look awkward, didn't it? Well, here we are. Brokey's picked up the AWP. Farley still has his. It's one of the duels that we're going to be at least keeping an eye on for now. See if it's going to be playing. I would put my money on Brokey the way that things are working out right now. I think he's got what it takes to win that fight. Certainly going to beat Glaive in the middle, trying to sneak through. And, yeah, you know, you're hoping that you're not running into the AWP when you're doing that. You're obviously expecting maybe it's a rifle somewhere and you can... that AK will come out on top. So, just bad timing.
Let's see. All right, Brokey, spamming the doors with the op.
Yeah,
Farlig's going to step up next for the follow-up peek, and he's going to clear out CT spawn, deep angle up the A ramp, and sees nothing.
That might be a little bit confusing. You might be wondering, wait a minute, I just heard him right there. Nice opening. Farlig to take down Twist. Didn't find the other AWP, but the problem is now alone inside of the bomb site is Robs with the FAMAS. How could he hold on to this? They're all going to be coming for him through the window and dropping down, hitting the ground is Sip with an instant headshot to bring down Robs. That's a nice little start. And Farley, yeah, he spots that out. No way they're going to try and go for this either. Absolutely no reason to. So that one kill in the middle for Farley gone to Twist. That was everything. That was a round right there.
That was such a nice shot as well. He probably had to be thinking his lucky stars. He was just like, why have they given me so much space out middle? Why have they let me have all of this? Kerrigan goes down with ease. Blame F finds him. They got the money to go for a little bit more of a hunt if they'd like, but FaZe has had so much time to kind of shore up their positions that nobody really wants to mess with it. So Astralis take an early lead at 3-2.
Yeah. Could have gone hunt almost 10,000 on 3 of the players, so there's some money to be made if they wanted to go find, but this kind of a start as well. But finally, that one AWP shot is absolutely everything, and they already had the smoke up on the other side, so they could not just getting the opening, but they could capitalize on it immediately. Going into the 6th round, it'll be an M4, an AWP, and some scattered pistols on the rest of FaZe to try and put up a fight. Farley makes the jump down. Doesn't want to go for it. A little bit worried about the orb on the other side, and I don't blame him for it. Zip.
Zipix, yeah, holding the angle, looking for someone to come around the edge of that smoke. Kerrigan's up close. The dink, but still the kill goes to Zipix. 12 HP remaining for him. Rain takes down Glaive, the follow-up player coming out of the long double doors, and we're into a 4-on-4.
Finally taking up position as well in that corner, expecting that maybe someone's going to want to come back and take a look. Bomb outside of long still. Brokey scoped up, checking it out. This is where I think Brokey does some of his best work, when he's just kind of a little bit autonomous. Just he takes it up to himself, walks around, tries to check as much as he can. The Molotov is obviously going to push him back, but I really like it when Brokey's on these solo missions. High risk, high reward kind of deal.
Yeah. Well, let's see which one he's going to get this time. Holds his position at the catwalk stairs. 35 seconds left on the clock, and Astralis is just now making their move, and it's up catwalk where Brokey just vacated. That flash should pull him back.
Yeah. Oh, Rain, what an exposed position. If Rain and Brokey each get a kill really quickly, it's fine. It's not going to be an issue. And Rain is doing his job. Someone's going to call that out. Swings for it. Oh, but they line up instead on top of each other. Oh, and they're all dead. Brokey spinning around for it. Good double. Real chance there for Astralis, but yeah, they needed one of those 2 kills, and they got neither.
Also, the one flashbang they used to clear a corner gives all the information over to FaZe. It allows Rain to realize where the next fight is going to come from and get comfortable and get prepared for the fight. Allows Brokey to cheat back up the A ramp and get involved in the action. And that's just that's the bad side of kind of running the round that late. That utility just gives away the game much earlier than you'd like it to. Fast-paced out long, blame F around the Molotov as well. Kerrigan's going to push up the blue box. He's pinned down for the moment, but he's got plenty of support.
Plenty of fire as well at his feet. Oh, and he can't make it out. He did have a lot of people down there to help him out with, or at least a lot of nades to follow it up, but I don't know. Blame F is nearly dead, though, on the other side, so it's not for nothing yet. Boosted up is Config, and I don't think he was ready. Rain already is out there, and they know someone else is behind that blue container. Otherwise, there's not going to be a boost, so a little bit of a shame Rain couldn't find another one. 3 versus 4 still, and a lot of time on the clock now for Astralis to make their move.
What a crazy amount of utility just used at long right out of the gates. That's actually insane how many smokes and Molotovs were exchanged back and forth, all for a 2-for-1 trade in the favor of Astralis. And FaZe I wouldn't call it a gamble stack, but they've gambled on a rotation. Now going to clear out mid and try and head up towards catwalk, get a new look and new angle for the defense. Maybe Twist can have a fast flank, but I don't know if they'll want to go for this. If this bomb gets planted in the next, 10 seconds, I think they might just want to just maybe chill.
Brokey trying. Ooh, with that shot from Robs, that's the kind of thing that makes you think, wait a minute, maybe we can. It's tempting, but they are quite far away. He
killed him through smoke at car, or not through smoke?
Yeah, I think it was.
They're gonna save anyways, even with that kill, even though they brought it into a 3-on-3, they want nothing to do with this retake. Not enough money left in the bank. Shout out to Kassad on the desk. Within all the insanity and craziness, he did make one good point that there would be more saving on Dust 2.
I have to be honest. The rest of his point, I completely missed that. I was there was another discussion that was happening on that desk that just took all my attention.
It was about butt stuff, wasn't it?
Exactly right.
Nice.
Well, 4-3. That's it. That's a little bit of discipline though on the FaZe side. You know, I think that's a mistake that people make a lot. They call for a save because it's a 4-on-3. Then they get a kill kind of in the middle of the whole thing, and they're like, "Oh, wait a minute, it's a 3-on-3. We're gonna go back," and then you actually lose everything. So, kind of a hard call to make sometimes to stick with the save, but I respect it.
Sure.
Now let's see. Farlig. Oh, here's the fight we were talking about. Brokey coming out on top of that one. Just managed. You could almost see that he managed to counter strafe it just at the end, a little bit quicker than Farlig. So. One good opening there for FaZe.
Ooh, Brokey. Nice attempt at the shot. Trying to give a 2-man advantage over to the team. Rops is still tucked behind Xbox. Astralis is going to come right down at him. Oh, he's got Rain behind him as well. A vertical stack when you add in the AWP of Brokey as well. This mid defense is so strong, but Glaive with an immediate headshot and Rain is not there to chime in. Brokey still wants to be aggressive and still wants to add another kill onto his tally.
Yeah, why not? This is what I love. Like I said, high risk, high reward. And you see the upside of it right there. Triple for Brokey. Config on his own. You could just tell. You could tell that the rest of the players in lower rank, they are not expecting for the repeat on that AWP. They're assuming that it's all done with. I love it. My favorite kind of opening. 4-4, tying up the game. FaZe. That's how I do my investments as well, Jason. You know, high risk, high reward.
Yeah. How's that going for you these days?
It's not.
Pretty good?
Not at all.
Okay. Nice.
but I still have Counter-Strike, so it's fine, you know.
That's all you need. Counter-Strike is always there for you.
Exactly right. It's all good.
Well, timeout from Astralis as well. They talk things over. Weird money situation. Blame F can actually drop an AK-47 if they want to force up here. They could have a 3-4 rifle buy.
I mean,
that's the conversation.
Yeah, surely they will, because the money's not that great either on the FaZe side. So even if you don't win the round, even if you just get 3 or 4 kills and make it close, you're still probably quite happy about that. I think Kerrigan is still at 0 kills and Twist is at 1 kill. So they have a couple of people that are maybe letting down the FaZe side a bit, even if they are, you know, bringing it back and they're tied up. So it's not all bad, but just again, we talked about this earlier. Kerrigan had a bit of a rough time on that second map too, so we love to see that change. Smoke to put out the Molotov, and Rain up close by that blue container. Needs some backup if they're going to swing for it. He's got Kerrigan behind him, who's got a flashbang still and a smoke, shuffling those grenades around. There's the kill for Rain. He goes for more, but it's not quite enough, and Glaive will go down though. Kerrigan coming in with the first kill of the map for himself. That's important right there.
Yeah, it's a hard fight to handle with the Galil also. Kerrigan wide swinging around the edge of that smoke. He'll hold on to long. He's forced back the attack, and Astralis is going to reconvene towards the B bomb site. They're just going to hit it as soon as everyone gets here, not slowing down. It's all on Rops with Brokey. Brokey's here at the perfect moment as well. Oh, that smoke sucks. That ruined everything.
Yeah, well, they're going to go for it anyway. Pretend it's not there. See what happens. Rops, trigger discipline in the corner, and a good double, triple spray down. Nicely done. That is a lot of control, but he is, well, he's known for that kind of thing, so I'm not surprised. 5-4 as FaZe will take the lead.
They never saw Rain get into this position, unfortunately. Previously, they saw Kerrigan make that run and dropped a bunch of Molotovs at his feet. This time, they have no idea. Easy mow down for Rops as Blame F comes through the smoke. Nicely done from Brokey, arriving at the perfect moment to drop that in the choke point. Back to pistols for Astralis. The force buy doesn't pan out.
Brokey again with the aggression just against pistols. So again, this is one of those things we think in terms of risk reward, probably not worth it if you lose the AWP, but I still kind of appreciate it. I still think it'd be funny if it worked. Astralis is setting up and hoping for more aggression, which they're not currently getting. You can't blame them. There's been a couple of rounds where there's been some lower dark into upper dark pushes, so yeah, they want to see if they can capitalize on that. just keep it cool on the FaZe side, and this should be a 2-round lead.
Should be, but Rain is not keeping it cool at all. Not even a little bit. Uh-oh, he's caught. He's caught without the kill that he wanted. Teammate Twist steps up to the plate. Oh, he's gonna have a triple mode on, isn't he? All 3. Good job from Twist, even helping Rain survive a dangerous situation. 6-4.
That was just in the nick of time to make sure that he could get that. Round number 11. Still can't quite afford the AWP and Farley, so that's unfortunate. Broky's still running around with his, wrecking the other team at the moment. He's 10-3, with Rain being 11-6. So they need to find a way to either stop Broky from having such an impact with the AWP being that mobile, or at least avoid him if that's what they want to do, and try and see if they can smoke him off and move away from his position.
I mean, oddly enough, that's another moment of clarity that the desk had, was that Broky, with his style of AWPing, was just going to have a field day on Dust 2. And so far, that's exactly what's happening. 11-3.
Yeah, they've been on point with a couple of things. We still don't know about the insight from Dr. Stunner, but hopefully that won't come into play either. Broky up close by Goose, and there's going to be hard to hunt down. Lamef will drop, and now the rest of them are frozen in time. Flashbang to set it up. Look at how he's just so stress-free. Pushing out. Once he sees the smokers up, he's still going to keep going. Relocating himself. Nice headshots from Config, but it should be too late. Incredible that he's turned it into a 1 versus 2 already from a 1-on-4, but there's a lot more work to be done still. The bomb is lost to him right now. He comes back out, and that's too much. Twist will take him down. Good effort from Config, but it's a 7-4 lead right now for FaZe.
I like the reposition from Config at the 1v2 as well, though. You could see Twist was actually looking up along the wall that was progressing towards the bomb site. There was a chance that Config might have been able to find some timing where Twist wasn't paying attention to Catwalk. Still a really good hold, and 5 of the last 6 rounds in the favor of FaZe. And they nurse a 3-round lead with no plant, no extra bonus money, and Astralis once again going to have to drop down to a weaker buy.
With a scout in play. It's one of my favorite weapons, the scout. It's just always fun playing with. I think I never have a boring round with the scout. Just always something cool to do. Alright. Config says good night. Farley going to be catching Rain. It's a bit awkward. This should be one of the more easy rounds, but somehow we're in a 3-on-3. Twist, though, on a good flank. Should be able to catch Sip for free, no problem. Oh, but Config's doing work. That's Broky out of the round, and he's looking for more. There's Twist on one of them, but Sip, oh, he gets the straight headshot. If he doesn't get it, he's surely dead. I don't know what's happening, Jason, any longer. What's going on in this round?
That's all right. Kerrigan's about to win a 1v2.
Yeah.
Ooh, he spots it out. 56 seconds. And Farley just waiting for the follow-up push. Zipex is even all the way back in T-spawn. With an AK-47 this time. Kerrigan's got the read. Farlick down to 40. He's just barely chipping him down fight after fight.
Oh, and he looked like he had the right read going long, but now they're kind of second-guessing it a little bit. 30 seconds. So far, he's moving in the right direction. If he can set up on the A-bomb side, that'd be huge.
Now he's brained him. Just hide at railing. Just chill.
That's what he's doing right now. Yeah, you're right. Super well played. Oh, he comes up for it. That's too much. 15 seconds. They know where he is, but he still has a good amount of health. Flashbang to set it up. Oh, this could be good. Another flash to follow through, and he gets Farley as well. Trying to jump down. It's Kerrigan. We know 1 versus 2. Very, very well played.
That is such a hectic 1v2 to win. It's not pretty. It's not going to go on any highlight reels. Nobody's super happy about it, but man, he delivers when it's needed. That's so sketchy the whole time.
It is. But yeah, I mean, it tells you something about the power of positioning, right? Even if some of those shots weren't super clean or anything, it's just the fact that he has the element of surprise and they can't move out. They can't really do anything, right? They don't have enough time to move around, so good call.
The two flashbangs into the sky as well were nice to delay things, delay them from just swarming over him. Rops is going to try his luck with an aggressive AWP. And he gets baited by a jiggle.
Well, he's seen Brokey do it. He's like, you know what? That doesn't look that difficult. Maybe I'll give it a shot. Round number 13 here. FaZe nearly letting go of, well, it was a very easy round to win, but losing a couple of rifles. Strong moment, should be a bit of a wake-up call for them, really. Oh, that's a setup.
Oh, that's a disgusting shot from Rops. Well done. Brokey now on catwalk, another op to deal with. Oh, he just got a double.
And he ran into the fire. He's so crazy. Oh, man. Even Config couldn't believe that. He's like, what are you doing? He was so hyped up, high on his own double kill, that he wanted to go for it. Sneaking out those Config, and Rain already had the pre-aim right there. So 9-4. This is beginning to become a very, very good lead for that CT side.
Yeah, a very healthy lead for FaZe. 5 rounds up. Oh my god, poor Blame F. He's so mad. He's so mad.
Who wouldn't be? Oh, man. Well, let's see. They have a little bit to work with. Scout, AK. Oh, there we go. Glaive sends Robs to sleep early.
Well, let's see if they can build off it. Brokey's stepping up now. He's not going to miss. There goes Blame F. He just wanted a gun. Kerrigan with the AUG. Oh, and he fell off the railing into the bomb site. No chance for escape. Brokey's... How's he made the run? This guy is insane. 26 HP, and you just know he's coming back for the fight. Dodging flashbangs. Flick's not there. Finds security at long A, but Astralis have a huge advantage in this round.
Yeah, Brokey really wants to be in the action. Nearly cost him his life right there. Good little flick from Twisty once more, tapping away. Rain's found a kill at the same time, so it looked like a really good round for Astralis, but they're getting edged out in this afterpart really fast. Sip is the only one left with a scout in a 1 versus 3. He's picked up one of them, and they are kind of low on health. And let's see. Doesn't quite get the shot there. Now they're going to try and flash their way in. Getting straight for the defuse. He can't make it in time. He was sure that that was going to be a fake, so in the end... it'll be another round for FaZe, but a nice attempt and for Astralis. I mean, some of these rounds where they've had just pistols have been pretty convincing.
Yeah, they have been. Nice recovery from Twist as well, coming up the ramp to get involved in the action at the A bomb site. He saves the day with a few nice shots. Ooh, what a way to start it out. Blame F just wanted the rifle, not going to get a chance. Mistake from Kerrigan gets punished, but then Twist takes over on catwalk. Nice pair of headshot. 10-4, final round of the first half. Final round of the first half of the third and deciding map in this semifinal series. Winner plays big in the grand finals tomorrow.
Yeah. Inside the smoke, he just stood still. He's like,
just pause.
Yeah, I don't even know that. I don't know if that was risky or not. Maybe if he ran, that would have killed him. Brokey's gonna get the kill on Config. Not the best start to the round here. 16 kills on Brokey. In terms of the impact, it's just out of control. Good return, though. Sip and Glaive are back with it. Dropping a couple of players and making their way onto the A bomb site. And from long as well. So they've got a nice sandwich going on. They're going to clear everything right now. So just get the bomb plant down. Make sure you don't lose anyone else. And then worry about the after plant after. This final round is important. Glaive, good shot there on Rops. Just as the smoke was pluming in front. Well, there should be no way into this round, right? Twist and Rain.
So? Yeah, there's no way. 0% chance.
0%.
Rain, 1v4, gonna come through the smoke. It's all he's got left. It's the only play he's got left. 10-5 in the favor of FaZe. A good first half.
That's funny though. He was boosting up, and then his boosting partner just gets knocked out. It's not bad. Okay, I mean, 10-5 is. It's workable for Astralis, but man, they need some more impact rounds here. Sip's doing all right. Glaive's trying to do a little bit, but the rest of them need to step it up a fair bit more. And somebody has to find a way to stop Brokey the way that he's playing right. It's just so aggressive, and that's on the CT side, you know. See what he does on the T side, where he might even be able to find more kills.
Well, even just think of the T side on Mirage, what Rops was able to do with his kind of slow, passive lurking. If he's able to have some openings the same way he did on Mirage, he's going to have another field day here. Twist towards the long cave. Kerrigan there with utility and the bomb. Other 3 players in upper dark going to start moving down the stairs, where BlameF has an angle on catwalk, but he doesn't want to commit to that fight whatsoever.
Still hanging around though, BlameF. Wants to make sure that no one is sneaking around too much. BlameF on 4 kills, by the way. That's unusual. So hopefully he can change that now. Glaive going to be setting up a little bit of a peek flash for the middle. See if anyone... Oh, no one's actually going to even peek it. So, doesn't really matter. They're making their way up slowly. It does get spotted by Glaive, so at least they know that there are people on the catwalk if they didn't already. One more flash on Glaive, and that's it for this CT side.
Oh, BlameF and Xyp9x inside the bomb site. There's the first peek. Molotov is out as well. BlameF gets the first kill. Xyp9x is under so much pressure. Can't reload. Brokey's got him sideswipe, but BlameF holds the line. Adds himself one more, and bomb is dropped into the open, which means farlig had a chance on Rain. And Rops is waiting for this play from Config through the smoke. Missed the opportunity.
Yeah, now he's going to be careful for that catwalk play. He has no idea. Glaive now showing up for it. Rain will get a shot, and if Glaive goes down, this is a nightmare. Config's dead. Oh, and they're just going to escape. Smart move. Cancel the fight. Let him come find you in the bomb site. He's just going to have a kit, so a little bit of time for him to do it, but eventually he's going to run out of luck here, surely. Nice headshot. Can he find one more? He's out of bullets, but he ducks back down behind the box and might have a shot at it. Rain takes him down. Quad kill on the Norwegian, but man, I thought Glaive was going to be able to do that. That's a nice move. Real close to winning that one.
Yeah, as close as humanly possible. Admirable attempt from Glaive, just moving around the bomb site. 3-on-2, and again, Astralis has just forced back some nice shots from FaZe. As you mentioned, Rain is an absolute hero in the round. 19 kills on him so far on Dust 2. I actually thought that this hold from Astralis was going very well for a certain amount of time. Xyp9x just couldn't get anything done inside the bomb site, but everything else was going very well. farlig held on to long. BlameF got a double kill on the railing. It all looked so good.
Yeah, I agree. The initial defense did look solid. That's a real problem, though, for the Astralis side, surely. 11-5, probably going to be quite a bit worse before they can actually start to get back into the game. They stack the A-bomb site, crossing the fingers that someone will show up for the fight. Even if they do, I don't even think that really matters, but maybe that one deagle could be the best deagle of all time.
Maybe the one deagle.
The one deagle to rule them all.
Ooh. Now that's a movie. Okay. All 5 players here. No flashbang, but they're all lined up on the wall. The wide swing is there. Rain sprays down 3. Not bad considering what Astralis came into. But that was always the eventual outcome, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, that's where you wish you had a couple of P250s maybe, and the one flashbang to set it up. But you know, it's easier to say once it's already happened. It's been pretty good. They got at least the fight that they wanted.
Yeah, when you buy the flashbang, something like that doesn't occur.
Well, 12-5. And we're going to see some rifles, including farlig on that AWP. Again, no armor, really. I don't think it's not a big deal right now. Could be later if he runs into the MAC-10, of course. That's where maybe it's going to hurt a little bit more. But he's going to be far back anyway for those fights. So we'll see. Lean towards the B side of the map. So they're expecting either a B attack or maybe a B split.
They better get it right. They better get started on the right foot here. Flick over for the pin smoke doesn't land. Astralis have no mistakes to give in this first half, and Config is the only defender here. Glaive's attention is on middle. Gonna start shifting back now with the lurk smoke.
Okay, with Glaive as well now. But yeah, they're going to come up right behind, jumping through MAC-10. They're going to find Config, no problem. I mean, inside Glaive, he's having a struggle of his own. And yeah, the longer it goes on, the more of an angle they're going to get on him. Twist will take down Sip, and no shot at all for any kind of a retake. The defense didn't even work out at all.
No, that shift in the defense once Glaive gets to the B bomb site, Config was trying to get close. I think he was trying to jump up on the box. He actually got tagged, I think, by a flashbang off the wall, so his movement stuttered, and then a secondary flash completely blinded him. Didn't even realize he was getting shot at through the smoke. 13-5 now for FaZe, and that gives them just such an overwhelming lead.
Yeah, I mean, the road back once again, it is really, really far away for the Astralis side. They needed that pistol round on the second half to get themselves, you know, a little bit further back into the swing of things. And on the other side, I mean, Rain at 23-11, Brokey at 19-7. Those are some hard numbers to match on the Astralis side, and no one is doing that right now. 13's the best we're going to get from SIP right now. So in terms of the output, they can't match up against those two players at the moment.
No, they really can't. Here we go. Round 19. Op saved on far leg. They need to do something creative. A little boost up over the smoke. This is pretty cool. Okay. Sees nothing. He'll have a chance at a shot. Timing is everything, though. Look at the way he's got to shuffle his aim back and forth. Yeah, and he just gives it up as soon as Kerrigan's about to come around the corner. Molotov to lower dark. Blind shot. And Farlig can't find anything he likes.
Some Brokey would have tripled down on that aggression, I'm just saying. Oh. Good night. Config. Just sending Rops out of the round. Kerrigan wants to run for the corner. Didn't really trust himself to turn it. The Molotov, though, surely going to be the end of whoever is playing at the cast. SIP, I believe. Yeah, and out long. Not a bad trade. 3 for 1 to get in there. Farlik showing up with the AWP. He's already made a bit of noise. They know that he's down here, and Rain, yeah, just going to execute him. He was walking the whole way, so he had no way of knowing it. Rain finding his 25th kill, and FaZe finding a 14th round.
Well, it looks like it's just going to be a slow march to the end of the map and end of the series. We admired Astralis' ability to kind of come back into Mirage and put up some fight and make things a little interesting and close the gap, but eventually ended up in a loss. We'll see if they can do it again here, but it does just feel like, once again, it would be more of like a moral victory. Just how many rounds can you win before you actually lose the whole series altogether?
It was very, very hard to see them making a comeback from this position. Just... there just isn't the firepower. There isn't the kind of playmaking either. I mean, some of the rounds that we saw, Brokey, you know, and Robs to some extent too, but Brokey especially pushing into Lower Dark like that, fighting people left and right. Those are the kind of rounds that really disrupt a T side, that make it very hard to sort of remember what you're planning to do, because you have to cancel the plan. You have to worry about that. You have to improvise along the way and say, wait a minute, how many resources do you have to worry about now fighting Brokey? And that's not happening right now. Astralis aren't stopping anything in the same way. So,
and this is the eternal problem of the conversation around Astralis for the past few months has been like with Config not playing up to his potential. He's the X factor for this team. He's the one that's meant to create chaos and disrupt the opposing side's T side, but he's got 8 kills here and like just not the comfort or the confidence to make the plays that would disrupt anyone's attack.
Yeah, definitely not. And look at this problem here as well. 5-on-3 with Glaive inside of the bomb site. FaZe calling for a freeze. Kerrigan, I have no idea what
That's
he
unique.
just... Did he just send his mouse flying across the desk, getting into the bomb site, and still somehow it worked?
I think he like hit the button to double his DPI and just freaked out on his way into the site.
Yes. There's a rare glimpse into the seizure attack into the bomb site.
Well,
oh no,
man, they need to keep this gun. There's no way FaZe is going to let them have it, but they've got really nothing to play with in the next round. 15-5. First map extremely close and competitive. Second map pretty close and competitive. Third map has been a stomp.
Yeah, that's what it is right now. Oh, that Kerrigan play, I really would love to see it again. This is all good, you know. We didn't get the best part of it. It's definitely a moment where he lost his mind, but it worked. It's psychological warfare. I'm not gonna lie. If I'm holding that B bomb site and someone comes in with you know 2,000 DPI, just their models flicking all over the place, I might have a heart attack myself.
Yeah, you might just freak out a little bit.
Normally, that's what the spin bots look like, you know. So you know, makes you scared.
That's a good point. It does like trigger some PTSD. All the good old matchmaking times.
Oh, unreal.
I mean, he did his job. He took attention away from the main point of the attack, right?
Yeah, what a legend.
Made sure that Glaive was going to be looking in that direction. However you need to get it done, as long as you get it done.
That's so good. So good. Thanks for the replay production. We appreciate it. Glaive down here, close with an MP9, and they need 10 rounds in a row, Astralis. To get into overtime, none of it seems likely. Carrigan there to hold it. Twist able to be a little bodyguard for Brokey. He probably doesn't feel like he needs it at all. Going to be running up close to Config, and that will be the end. Config falls right afterwards, and the weapons that they're fighting with here is just not that impressive. 2 versus, well, actually 2 versus 2 now. M4 and the FAMAS. Rob's going to be able to recover the bomb, but maybe a chance for Astralis. They're in the right position. Good boost over to take a look, making a bit of noise. Oh, catching him. Good headshot. That's impressive. And Carrigan will get one in return. He's low on health, but Sip doesn't have that much health either. And the bomb, it's going to be planted at the very least.
Kerrigan's good for 1 wild clutch per game.
Well, listen, turn up that DPI right now. I need to see it. He's in the back of the bomb site. Sip does not have a kit. Don't know if there's one anywhere nearby. I mean, the bomb is freshly planted, but still, got to be a little bit careful here. Looking for Carrigan everywhere and making a little bit of noise. He knows, and good find for Sip. Going to spin straight around for that bomb defuse. So it will be another round at the very least for the Astralis side.
I forgot for a moment that Carrigan already won that 1v2 earlier. That was his one clutch that he was given in the map.
Well.
Well, Zip staves off disaster for 1 round.
Yeah, keeps it going just a bit longer. Blame if they're trying to rally the troops. Trying to see if they can put some more rounds on the board. It seems just so unlikely. 50-6, 22nd round. They have some better weapons to fight with this time at the very least. Some of them upgraded slightly. Stolen AK, M4, and some better grenades as well to bring to the battle. Carrigan wants to be out the middle one more time. He's found some openings in here, so really, why not?
He's quiet, moving around these smokes. Oh, and he's blind as well. Good setup from Farlig, and Blame F is going to find the opening kill. Rain's going to follow up in that position, though. Similar kind of follow-up, dodging the spam coming through. Config around the other edge, finds Twist, and Rain is going to respond.
Still a problem for this B-bomb side, though. MP9 at range here. Gonna get spotted. Rain can call that in. Doesn't quite get the flick there. Brokey with a missed shot, and he's down to 13 health, so this is looking like a great round for Astralis. Maybe FaZe get the bomb plant, but there's absolutely nowhere they can go afterwards. So even if they're really quick with the bomb plant, I don't think that's going to help them that much. Look at the army that's coming in here from the catwalk. So Brokey, he's going to go for it. And I mean, look, oh no, not even that. Grenade to shut it down. I was going to say, even just getting the bomb plant to give them a little bit more money to work with, but not going to happen.
They also never had the information that all the defenders vacated from long, right? They didn't have the information that that player pushed through and actually was wrapping around catwalk as well. Otherwise, you know, Rops could have had good position at railing. They could have planted safe inside the bomb site as well. Just unfortunate. That's a FaZe just being really stubborn that round, wanting to make this mid attack work.
Yeah, they feel like there must be a weakness there, but so far, some of these kills going the way of Astralis. Attempted. Hit out long. Doesn't really work out. Misses the early shot. If they don't win this round, FaZe, then Astralis might get one for free. Even with the round loss bonus here, it's going to be questionable for FaZe. So maybe there's a little bit of relief coming if they can make it through this next one. He's aimed up there. Yeah, he's ready for it.
Ready for something. There's the flashbang out mid. Rain's going to challenge initially, but not commit himself too deep, waiting for the counter nades that aren't coming quite yet. They don't have a whole lot of utility phase. 1 flashbang, 2 smokes, 2 Molotovs, and HE grenade. They just pick up another smoke as well. That's dropped over, excuse me. So the problem will be if they end up attacking, actually, there won't be a problem. There's no off, but still just the 1 flash to create all that space you need.
Yeah, It's not a lot to work with, is it? Config, though, up against Rain again. They need this fight, but the timing is deadly. Grenade in hand, and Rain wins the battle this time. Flashes come through, and inside of the bomb site, Glaive is the only one defending, and he needs to keep going. There's a couple of more players coming. They're winning the fight on the other side, but Brokey catching Sip, trying to reinforce the bomb site. 20 seconds, and they're calling it back. They realize Glaive is alone, and they have... Oh, no, they get caught! Oh, Twist saving the day right there. If he had missed that shot, that could have been a really, really awkward round loss, but instead, it's FaZe making the grand final.
Yeah, FaZe makes a grand final, as we all kind of expected, against Astralis, but a good fight from Astralis. FaZe is going to be taking on BIG tomorrow in those grand finals, so that should be super cool matchup, especially the way that BIG has been playing. Has not looked like they've been playing with a stand-in at all, so I actually think that's going to be a great series tomorrow.
Yeah, that could be really interesting. BIG have definitely surprised a lot of people throughout the tournament so far, and we've seen some of the cracks in FaZe armor as well. So it's not like they're undefeatable, but they do look hyped up and ready to go. So I think that's going to be a really, really interesting grand final. Could be another one that's hard to predict, I reckon, too.
Oh, certainly. I think, yeah, that could kind of go either way, especially the online nature kind of throws it all into hell. But look, this is exactly what FaZe is doing in this tournament, is trying to win this one to build up some confidence going into Cologne, get some of their swagger back. So anything less than a win at this event is kind of a loss. You know, well,
yeah.
I mean, that's very John Madden, but anything other than a win is going to be a massive disappointment for FaZe. Like, getting to the final is not enough. Winning the final is what they're here for. Yeah,
no, I know what you mean. Definitely, that's what you're expecting when you see them turn up. So we'll see if they can. It's coming up tomorrow. But before we even get there, we do have to... Dr. Trace,
one more guest segment today.
Hopefully it's going to be crazy. Take it away.
There we go. Did you just call me Dr. Trace? That was pleasant, but also Jason is right. If you don't win, you lose.
Anything less than a win is a loss. Dr. X calling you Dr. Trace, that's nice.
Yeah, it's kind of a thing we do around here. Also, FaZe, not necessarily needing to call the docs, but certainly had their heart rate tested at points in this series, guys.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of, in the pre-game, actually in the pre-map, right? We talked about how Rain he steps up, and you know he's gonna be hard for Astralis, and he did step up. He had 27 kills and 130 ADR. Brokey 5-0 in the opening battles. Like, everything was going their way. Everything they tried to do, it was like, you know, working for them. And I think Astralis had no chance in this one.
Spoilers: we are going to be hearing from Rain shortly. So until then, Yanko, what's your diagnosis on the FaZe that we just saw, or maybe it's Astralis that tickles your fancy?
I think FaZe got it done. I think it was just a slightly slower start on overpass that allowed Astralis to steal that map away. But after that, you could see it when it was pretty comfortable on both Mirage and Dust. Rain was playing exceptionally well on this last map. We've talked about it numerous times, you know, on Dust too, specifically when he's feeling it, right? Then he can just take over a game by himself. That's pretty much all you need. And then you just add a little bit of Brokey in there, and that's it. Job's done.
Job's done. Like that. Kassad, you know what game that's from?
Warcraft 3.
Nice.
The Frozen Throne.
Nice, man. Okay, so I'm not sure that Rain's ready. I'm sure I'll get that word sooner rather than later. But in doing so, for Astralis, a little bit back to the drawing board. And what can they take away from this series?
I think they should be happy with how this event went for them, right?
Okay.
So coming into the semifinals, top 4, it's a very stacked event. You know, there are a lot of good teams, even though it's online. You know, they played a good event, and they took FaZe to map number 3, and I believe it's a little tweaks here and there, and maybe a different veto. You know, maybe they could have won this as well. But I don't think they should be disappointed at all. They have a big event coming up for them, you know, at the end of the season, where after which things are gonna get evaluated and, you know, thought about, and you know, so they should shift their focus only to that, and you know, not think about anything else.
Who's doing that evaluating? Is it like upper management, or
well,
is
I
it
hope
like
it isn't
middle management?
No, it's I'm gonna leave Astralis management alone this time because they had such a successful, you know, iterations of their lineups and the good transfers in the past. So, you know, I'm gonna give them a pass on this one. I think it was all right for Astralis. I mean, they ended up beating Movistar, Complexity, and FaZe. So not really any, you know, world beaters, but still made it into top 4, took a map off of FaZe, so positive signs.
Yeah, positive signs all the way around. And growth is what we're looking for with at least Astralis. I also look towards FaZe Clan and the Architect, the man that has done it all. I always wondered why they call him the Architect. Maybe you can tell us why, Howie.
I guess it's because I created the international team, right?
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, hey,
Saved.
hey, congratulations, Rain. Big stuff. You've made it to another grand final. It's been a wild year for you. How you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good. It's been a long year, but it's been a really good year, and it's been a lot of Counter-Strike so far.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, congratulations, man. My second favorite Norwegian player. Tomorrow you have Big. You play them. You know, you lost to them in the group stage. Preparing against them, you already know what you're gonna do or what you did wrong, or you're gonna go back to that game and then make up a plan?
I think we already have a plan. We kind of figured we would play them yesterday, or when they won, of course. But I think we have a game plan ready for it, and I think Kerrigan already prepared, and we know how they play from before. And I think we lost the last 2 times we played them or something, so we kind of have something figured out.
Yeah, congrats, Hobby, on the win. My question is, you know, it was obvious you guys were a little bit exhausted, you know, after the major, then you just had to go into Dallas, had to go into Blast. So my question is just how are you feeling now? Do you guys feel like a little bit refreshed and you managed to switch some things up? Do you feel like you're ready to finish this first half of the year strong?
Yeah, for sure. After the major, it was kind of a rough period. There was a lot of instantly traveling. Like, I think between Blast and Dallas, those 2 events, I think we had maximum 4 days of practice or 3, and we didn't get to add any new stuff or like either like revise our game and like figure it out, right? Now we have 2.5 weeks at home, I think it is, before Cologne, and we're able to work out on our mistakes and figure out some new fun stuff.
Yeah, the fun stuff I have, a little bit of housekeeping, Howie, would be that Brokey's going to be the MVP of the entire matchup here. What do you think about your teammates now that you guys have, you know, secured a major and you're going through the motions of that feeling afterwards, you know, building back up or trying to stay level?
Yeah, I think my teammates are amazing and they're all really hungry. Even though we just won a major and whatever, they're still hungry for more. And it's like the hardest teammates I've ever had, I think, except maybe Nico is an outlier. But other than that, I never played with somebody that works as hard as they.
Yeah, absolutely. That. Hey, Rain, they you know, they were calling for your head for not too long, but now what are they saying about you, Rain? What are the forums saying about you?
He gave them.
I don't read that shit, man.
Smart man right there. Hey,
Exactly.
you got a grand final tomorrow. Some might even say it's a big grand final, so we'll let you get to it. Good night, Rain.
Good night, guys.
See ya.
What a nice guy, huh?
Swell,
nice.
stand up
Always
guy.
awesome.
One of the nicest players that you can meet right now in the
Probably
scene.
one of my favorite across the board. And, you know, that's, well, that doesn't mean a whole hill of much. But either way, yeah, so we've got a grand final tomorrow. And I'm not so sure that we're looking at brackets doing this, that, or the other, but I can assure you that a big FaZe grand final might have a punch in it.
Yeah, and it's an interesting one, low-key, because Big is one of the few teams that has had consistent success against FaZe, right? At different tournaments, different points in time, and so on. Best of 3 series, best of 1 series. So I'm sure, you know, FaZe will be looking forward to, you know, giving it to them in a grand final and really showing them who's boss.
Yeah, it seems like...
What's so funny, man? Are you okay?
No, you were just... never mind. You were... you're saying, yeah, you were pretty much correct that they kind of know how to play against FaZe. You know, that's the whole point, and it should be a good match. I don't know if Faven is gonna play it tomorrow or not, but
hopefully not, because they're doing great without him.
Yeah, there are some real words being spoken around here, but the words are done for us. In fact, the stream will be turned off right now. Grand final.